that if you pop them together, they look like a handbag charm in front of me. Are these the £1.95 clasps? Clasps for £1.95, so the ones you want to do right now. I think we're going to do them for, how much do you think we're going to do these for, Sarah?
£1.95?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. These are amazing because they're fold over clasps. Now the great thing about these, I've used these a lot. They're brilliant if you have all your different lengths of ribbons. They are perfect for ribbons actually. And if you've got some perhaps thicker lengths of macrame and braids and things, you can use them with your paracords as well. But if you have a look underneath, little teeth. You can stamp onto these as well, and the idea is you put your chosen material in between there, you get your pliers and you just squeeze it too, and those teeth, it just keeps it all enclosed and you've got a perfect clasp. Again, this is a great way of connecting all of your shiboris. How would you tend to use these, Sarah? For what reason?
If I'm making flat braids, so maybe a flat kumihimo, or using multiple pieces of maybe braided wire as well that I want to close the ends of. And you can just, if you've got lots of cords, just take a bit of sticky tape and go around the cords, and then you can cut that off, and you have a perfectly flat surface at the end which you can then put the clasp onto. So all those cords aren't moving, and you've got them enclosed, and they work brilliantly for anything that's sort of a little bit wider in dimension than sort of your standard round kumihimo, so your flat kumihimos, your flat braids, your macrame pieces, anything where I've got lots of multiple pieces but I want to keep that flat design.
Perfect, thanks Al. Okay. And they are just £1.95 and you're going to get 5 of them. So I'm thinking, you know, even if you're umming and ahhing, I'd probably get 2 packs of those, because to have 10, obviously then you can use them in 2s. So if you do have a design where you want to have one at either end, pop your little extender and a clasp on there as well. They are gorgeous and they're £1.95. Add those onto your order. It's only one post and packaging price of just £2.95 for all of your purchases all day. So I would take advantage of that deal and put them in your basket. And the great thing is as well, if you do a lot of textile work, these are going to work really nicely with lots of your textile pieces. They work really nicely in then forming the actual bracket point, the actual physical technical point where you need to fit them onto a charm bracelet. So I think they're an amazing price at just £1.95. They are really, really great quality, and that's a 9-carat yellow gold that's actually coated that base metal. Okay, let's go to... Yes, there are. Do you know what? This show hooks so beautifully together. I'm just creating a kit here. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that combination. All of these are available in today's show. We've just brought this to you. The lapis we did a little earlier. We're going to bring the black spinel to you a little later. And these are stunning. Now these are reconstituted, which is a completely... well, it's the norm for turquoise these days. What that means is the turquoise has been found naturally in the first instance. It's then the turquoise that's found. It's quite hard to find turquoise over around about 1 to 2 millimeters at the moment. So in order to get these larger sizes that we crave in jewellery making, if you take that natural turquoise, imagine it's ground down into a very, very, very fine powder and then rebound together again. And that's where we then get these formed turquoise. So it's still a genuine gemstone. 190 carats. That colour is absolutely exquisite, and the sheen on them is something that you don't get to see typically from turquoise as well. So in that reconstituting stage, you do then get the added bonus of that beautiful, beautiful sheen. How much? We're going under 20, we're going under 20, we're going to £9.95. They're under 20, they're £9.95. They're £9.95, THP 038, 190 carats. A 38 centimetre strand, they're 8 by 5 millimetres, 0800 644 655. Aren't they stunning? Bit sort of summery-esque as well, aren't they? Imagine those with the silver pearls. Silver pearls, silver pearls. Okay, what song makes you feel Christmassy?
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
No.
feels very Christmassy.
I saw White Christmas for the very first time the other day. Can you believe it? Can you actually believe it?
I don't think I've seen the film.
You see the film?
Yeah.
It's cute. It's nice. It's nice. What song makes you feel Christmassy, Kerry?
Mariah Carey.
Oh, I'm totally with you. Mariah Carey's. Yeah. Just we'll keep it there. Yeah, definitely. $9.95 on those stunning strand. Okay, what's your preference? Is it the Wizard Christmas song or Slade's Christmas song?
Ooh, Wizard one, I think.
Yeah? Hang on, I'm just remembering which one's which now. Are you hanging up your stocking on the wall?
Yeah.
That's Wizard.
That's Wizard.
And Slade is...
It's the one where he shouts Merry Christmas, isn't it? Right.
'Cause here it is, Merry Christmas. You see, they're very similar, aren't they?
They are very
So what's your favourite Christmas song? Yeah? Yeah? Have a little think. Right. Okay, let's do this gold-plated chain. This is gorgeous. I love this. This is gorgeous. $1.6mm. It's a 20-inch chain. It's 9-carat yellow gold-plated sterling silver. Now, this is a Prince of Wales chain. Kerry, would you mind going an up close and personal on this one, please, my lovely? Because for those of you who are unfamiliar with this chain, it's almost for me like looking at minuscule chainmail. It's gorgeous. The amount of detailing on that. It's literally link to link to link to link to link to form this incredible twisted look. So this is the Prince of Wales chain. It's 92 sterling silver, 9-carat yellow gold plate, 1.6mm is the thickness. It's only $8.95 and that's 20 inches. I think that, beautifully presented in a gorgeous gift box, makes a standalone gift.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'd be really thrilled to open that if that was under my Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I open that, and that, for me, is a beautiful gift. And, you know, it doesn't, to me, say $8.95 at all. It says a much higher price tag, and especially if it's in a beautiful box, beautifully wrapped, and everything else, it's just going to be a wow factor present.
It would be a really, really wow factor present. And actually, if you take a look on our website, we do have some lovely gift boxes and gift bags available at the moment as well. Not as many as we did the other day, because I bought a load. £8.95, LEI L30, 20 inches. That's the type of piece. I mean, you can just imagine that in a shop window, in your local high street. It's 9-carat yellow gold plated, solid 925 sterling silver. There's a jewellers in the town where I live. And I would expect that, I'm not implying a worth or a value, but I would expect that to probably be about $39.99.
Easily. Definitely.
LEI L30. Now, we've had favourite Christmas songs coming in. Here we go. Hi, Janet, darling. Hi, Lucy and Sarah. My favourite song is Driving Home for Christmas. Oh, by Chris Rea. Yes. Love from Janet. And it's, oh, yeah. Fairy Tale of New York, Pogues. Kath in Pembrokeshire. Hi, doll. Fairy Tale of New York. Another one. Susan. Dick and Dine. Favourite. Yeah. And that was, and then we had another one as well. Somebody else said. Oh, Nikki. Hello, Nikki, Zena's bracelet friend. I love Mariah Carey's Christmas song. My hubby hates it. It's probably a bit of a Marmite song, that, isn't it? Shakin' Stevens. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, everyone. Sam, what are you doing behind the desk? Da, 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 da.
So you're giving me up,
Giving me my Labradorite. Thanks, doll. Christmas time. Down at the fountain. By Darkness. Proper Crimbo. Oh. Michelle, I'm starting to get your personality. Bob Crimbo, selector. And Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. Michelle, were you born in the 80s? I'm not meaning that as an insult, because I was. Or late 70s. A weekly. Proper big Crimbo selector. Yeah. There's some people like, what? Right. Which one, sorry, lovely? How much? Sam.
It's ish ready.
It's ish ready. Oh, yeah, it's only ish ready, isn't it? Okay. I think when Sarah is demoing later, we'll put it back on charge. I've got 27%, but I'm in contact with you. I've got my screen. Okay, let's have a look at these. There are 6 by 5. They're brand new. These are beautiful. They're really beautiful, beautiful. We're going under £20 on these ones. DIO 87. And they are really classy. They'd be gorgeous wrapped it for tiaras, won't they?
Oh, beautiful, definitely. Or any bridal pieces, or especially for Christmas weddings, got that really beautiful sort of that winter feel. Right.
We have in the office a beautiful bird cage actually that's been completely adorned with wirework and pearls, and I think this would look stunning, sort of in that setting where you can wirework it within other pieces. I'm loving that with the heart as well. That's gorgeous. So DIR 087, the white freshwater culture pearls, 6 by 5. Oh my goodness, we said under 20. Becky, you little minx. Oh, 0800 644 655. DIR 087, £7.95. Could I see the call screens, please, Becky? Thank you, my darling. Yes, 1981, Michelle. You see, I knew it. We're kindred spirits. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Bruce Willis. White vest. Best Christmas song ever. That is our very own Mark Smith. We take complete ownership of him. Do you wear a white vest when you're singing it, Mark? Mark, do you wear a vest? I like wearing vests. I wear a vest.
I do if I'm going, if you're going outside, I'm going to be sitting around, maybe watching the rugby or something like that.
You know, like you do.
Yeah, just keep warm.
You know, when you're chilling out watching the rugby.
Yeah.
Why do you watch the rugby, Sarah?
Sometimes.
But why? Are you into watching the male rugby players?
I watch both the male rugby players and I watch the females play rugby as well.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Right, let's go to... Which one? It's time for... Should we do Charleston under £10? Oh my goodness! I cannot believe this is going under £10. Charleston is so incredibly rare. Do you know it was actually only first discovered? Well, when you think about it, lapis lazuli has been around for thousands of years. Yep. Peridot, thousands of years. Kunzite, not so recent, not so old. It was actually discovered in just the turn of the previous century. Tanzanite, 1964. Charleston, 1940.
Wow.
It's a really recent discovery in the world of gemstones.
Beautiful.
They are absolutely striking. They look incredible with amethyst. Now, this is the Russian charoite as well, so it's the prime location that you want to be getting it from. I do have some amethyst in that gorgeous lilac-y tone coming your way. I've also got some tanzanite. Oh, and again, they just keep raising their little heads up above the precipice tonight. And again, got a lovely purpley tone going on tonight. Right, okay. Hello, oh, it's lovely I can see who's with us now. Hello, lots of anonymous shoppers, and Beverly and Adele and Isabel and Leslie and Karen. We've got loads of you there. We're going under £10 on them. This is Charleston, incredibly rare, incredibly collectible. Hi Leslie, my lovely. We know we're going under 10. Oh! No, we were supposed to go to £7.95 on a special offer treat. We're doing £4.95. I'd grab a couple of those if I was you. Congratulations. Thanks, Becky. Producer Becky, you can thank for that. So, well done, my lovely. Leslie, do check out your baskets, folks. We do have people upping their order to more than one. One post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. Hello, Edwina, darling, how are you? Beverly, you've up your order. Karen, you've up your order. Do it, it's $4.95. If you're paying delivery anyway, you might as well get more. It's got to be Last Christmas by Wham. Love it. Could listen to that song all year round. Last Christmas. Hate Christmas songs. Do you, Sarah? But if pushed, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Lovely. Hi, Lucy and Sarah. Hi, doll. Lucy, you sang Slade's Christmas song twice. Slade. Oh, you're right. Merry Christmas. Oh. Rewind. Wizard sang. She could be Christmas every day. Yeah, I get confused because I'm not a chocolate for a week. Yeah. Sorry, thank you. Thanks. Sorry. Hello, Janet, and hello, Charlotte, Shazza, Hertrude, Camilla, Tina and Sue. Loads of you there. $4.95. Carrie, when will you put your Christmas tree up?
When my mum decides it's time.
When your mum decides it's time, so you don't get a say.
Oh, I don't care about Christmas trees and stuff.
You don't care about Christmas trees? I actually adore Christmas trees. I can't bear, though, putting them up. When you have to assemble it, it hurts my hands. Irritates my hands, Christmas trees, faux Christmas tree. Do you have a real Christmas tree or a fake one?
No, it's a fake one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we have two, because my living room's upstairs, so my dining room's downstairs, so we have two trees. And the kids do the decorating, so...
On both of them?
On both of them.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No.
all different colour baubles, all different colour tinsel.
No, I couldn't do that on both trees, no. I've got my tree, which is colour coordinated, and it used to be purple. It used to be purples and pinks and golds, and it's not anymore. This year we're going for, I am going for delicate creams and ivories and golds and silver, but like an antique colour. Gorgeous. The other tree, I don't care what happens to it. The other tree will go where Santa's heads are going, got the Santa feet on the table, got Santa hats for the cutlery. Yeah, we're going to go all out shenanigans in there. Okay. Say again, sorry, hon. Yes. We're going to do them now. Brilliant. You know how I talked flamingo colours earlier? These are perfect for the flamingo designs again. Now, these are called Miyuki Half Tiller Matte Opaque Red Beads. Okay? Now, they're measuring a 5 by 2 millimetres, 7.8 grams. Oh, 800. 644. 655. These are stunning. They're absolutely stunning. The colour is so on trend. And there's something a bit vintage-esque about these again.
They've got like a sheen over them, haven't they?
Yeah.
So the top surface is almost giving you that rainbow sort of quality coming across when you hit that flat surface. It's giving you that sort of beautiful sheen across there. But I think that's what's giving you that little vintage feel, is they've almost got a little bit of, they look a little bit almost worn. If you know, with the different colour on there, they've sort of almost got that worn feel to them.
Be lovely with some, actually, what about if you were to put them? See it with that super duo.
They would work beautifully with super jewelers because you've got 2 drill holes in both of
Yeah.
them, so you've got lots of ways to be able to bring those together. You know, you were talking about the flamingos. I can see these being made into sort of little circlets to be the feathers for the wings.
Nice, yeah. I can see those working beautifully as feathers actually, and it may be incorporating the beaded work with wire work and then some actual genuine feathers as well. So $4.95, that gets you 7.8 grams of the Miyuki half tiller beads, and they are measuring 5 by 2 millimeters. 0800 644 655, and they're just $4.95 for the whole tub. Say that again, sorry, Becky. Ah, got less than 10 left. Ah. Okay, now then. Which one? A connector? Oh, yes. Now, I actually saw this when I first came in and I thought I'd have that as a ring. Oh, that is stunning. Can you imagine popping that into some polymer clay as well and letting the clay ooze through all the gaps? Now, because it's 925 sterling silver, we will be able to actually manipulate that, so you could make that into a ring as well. Really stunning. It's 22 by 20 millimeters. 0800 644 655, 2.2 grams, $7.95. That is a big silver weight, and it's the most amazing attention to detail around the outside as well. It's like this rope effect going on. Now, just to remind you as well, the amber, it's got to be one of the largest pieces of amber I have ever brought to you. I'm desperate to turn that into a ring. That is stunning, stunning. So on your screen right now, the sterling silver oxidized vintage connector coming up for you straight after the break. We're going to do that substantial piece of amber. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a moment.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
It couldn't be easier to buy from Jewellery Maker with all the information you need right there on screen. From the item code and the product description, right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Getting started with Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When you spend with us £4.95, you will get a free welcome pack. That welcome pack will give you pretty much everything you need to get started. From a manual, which will help you to familiarise yourself with all of the items that you're going to be creating and all of the products that you need, including tools and findings and threads. You'll also get a DVD and step-by-step project cards. These cards and the DVD will give you the chance to be able to create a wonderful arrangement of different items of jewellery. Plus, you'll also get a free 3-pack of tools. These will be everything you need to get started. So, getting started with the Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. So why not give it a go today? Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
So we're here and we're in our new studio and we're just discussing things, you know, like when you first move into your house. Gosh, I've never actually properly moved into a house. Whenever we've bought a house, we've not been able to properly move in for a bit because we like buying things that are half falling apart. So I don't know what it must be like to move into a house and unpack and do the cliched, you sit on a deck chair and eat fish and chips on the first night. Have you ever done that?
We had to not use our living room until we moved in February, and we didn't go in there until Easter because basically there was holes in the walls, and so we lived in what was a converted garage, which is downstairs, and our dining room and kitchen, which was the only place we could
lived in a garage?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
We had a bedroom, but that was our living room for a few weeks until we actually got everything sorted.
Isn't it funny what the little adventures that you have through life? We're just waiting for the jewellery to arrive into the studio. So while we do, Sarah, just talk us through this kit then. So you've had the beauty... Oh, well, you say what you want to say first because I asked you the question. Sorry.
I was just absolutely thrilled with the amount I got to play with.
Yeah.
And you know, play sounds the wrong thing, but to create with and to make, because when you get components like this and you get so much, I mean, there's 4 strands of pearls. Not 1 or 2, so you're not thinking, oh, I can't use them there and I can't do this and I can't do that and I can't make a really elaborate bracelet or a really elaborate neckline piece with them and I'm going to run out because I want to make 3 different pieces and I'm going to possibly run out of those. With this, you're not, and it doesn't stop any of your creativity. You just go, right, I've got all my pearls out, I can do exactly what I want to do with them. And then with the seed beads, again, you've got so much there. So you've got 3 full big tubes of the size 11s and then a full tube of super duos, but they're super duos with a little bit of a twist.
Super duos with a little bit of a twist. Oh my goodness, look at the jewellery. Oh, Sarah! It's stunning. It is absolutely breathtakingly stunning. You have literally worked like a Trojan. This, oh my goodness. Do you know what? This is just proof that beads and seed beads, so gemstones and seed beads, work so beautifully together. They really do. 0800 644 645 is the code on these ones. So first of all, we'll do the seed beads that you're going to be getting in the kit. Actually, no, before we do, sorry, can I go back? It's called the Charleston. I love it. It's this colour combination. It is so the 20s and flappery, isn't it? I love it. So, with the pieces, you'll see you've got, oh, look at those. So those are your purpley super duos, but there's like a lilac-y purple on one side and a mulberry on the other, so they're double-sided.
Yes, so they're duets, what's called a duet super duo. So
a duet super duo,
yes.
So even more for your money. Gorgeous detailing, okay.
So, yeah, I've just got one there on the needle, so you'll be able to see, literally, there is a line runs down that central plane. And so you've got the darker sort of mulberry and a lighter, beautiful colour. So if I turn that way, can you see that side's completely that one colour, and if I turn it the other way, that side's completely that colour. But when you sew them, typically you'll see that line in between.
Okay, amazing. So that is gorgeous. You've got those two different colours working there. So that's worked beautifully on that bracelet, particularly where you can see one colour on one side and you've chosen to work that through. And actually, now I'm looking at it again. If we look up at the neckline piece, if that's okay. Ben's currently on camera, everybody. Carrie is directing. So you've played around with that again. I thought it was a play of light, but actually it's a clever way of positioning the super duos with the specific colour on the front.
That's it. So the light colour is on the outside of that herringbone weave that's there, and then the dark is on the inside. So you actually see those almost the light as lines running along the neckline, but it's just the way it's been sewn together. So when you're picking them up, you just have to think which side you're going to pop the needle through, and so it would sit. So if I just do it like this on my needle. So you can see that when I did the herringbone, I picked them up. So I went through a light side and then a dark side, and that puts the two dark planes next to each other.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so you end up with that sort of dark in the centre with the light on the outside, and that just plays with the light. And so you have lots of different ways to be able to work with these. And when I wove them in the bracelet, I've almost made triangle shapes with those sort of different planes of colour by the way I've picked them up. So you almost end up with three sort of sections of the dark next to each other, and then three sections of the light. If you look sort of top to bottom, you'll see there's almost like triangles running through that bracelet.
Now, as we're on that bracelet right now, let me show you the seed beads that you get for that specific design there that Sarah's done. Obviously, you don't have to do that particular colourway, and you can play around with these. But that would be, you get the super duos that we've just been talking about, which are the two colours, the lighter and then the deep mulberry on the other side. They are really striking. You're going to get the full tub of these. Then you will also get the gold colour as well. So these are your seed beads. These are your seed beads as well, which are like the more ivory tone. And then, if we can possibly go back up to that necklace again, please, Ben, you will see that there's, from a distance, it almost looks like a hematite quality that you get from your seed beads, and they've created these little droplets that then the freshwater culture pearls that we'll go on to for the nether section in just a moment, they come from. So that's really focusing on the majority of the mulberry tones and then bringing in the hematite quality. But then if we go to the other piece of jewellery, what I love about them is the fact with these, you can layer upon layer and you can get a very indulgent textured look. And dare I say, almost a sort of a regal feel to them. I've spoken about it before. I love going to Sudley Castle. And at Sudley Castle, they've got the most extraordinary displays of jewellery. Now you can see here it becomes very lavish with almost like these plumes and these beautiful blooms of pearls that are popping up in the centre. And then I've just realised how many pearls you must have left over.
Oh, I've got loads. I've got loads. There is actually a pair of earrings from this kit as well, somewhere, with the hematite.
Okay. We'll endeavour to find those.
Yeah, they'll be languishing somewhere.
Well, there's another pair of earrings just here that we'll have a look at in a moment, which really has almost that Tudor-esque feel to it, actually, even though they fall into the classic. Oh,
yes,
they're there. So even though we're sort of talking Gatsby-esque with the colour combination, actually the design element gives you that lavish, almost a Tudor-esque quality if you wanted to sort of.
And they're double-sided those as well, so you could choose when you put the shepherd hooks in if you want to have the silver side facing, or shall I be very naughty and turn them around?
Yeah, please do. Oh wow! Oh wow!
The other side.
Oh, Sarah, they're stunning. Oh, they're really, 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 really stunning. I'm going to be really cheeky and ask if I'm presenting, you know, this award ceremony, I keep going on about that, I'm presenting next week.
Of course you can.
Could I borrow them?
Of course you can. No problem
Oh,
at
we'll
all.
get them seen on telly. I know they're being seen on telly now. Right, £17.95 is going to get you the whole collection of the seed beads. So we'll go to the pearls in just a moment. We are yet to see the ring on the end as well. So Sarah's made loads, and yet we'll show you in a moment just how much she's got left over. But that ring is gorgeous, and those pearls just pop against that amazing white. Now, do excuse me for a moment, because I have forgotten to bring over the tablet, which tells me the detailing, so I can actually tell you. So you are looking at a pack of the Miyuki Duracoat Yeah. Galvanized silver, they're size 8, 22 grams. The gunmetal, size 8, 22 grams. The white Ceylon, size 8, 22 grams. And the black white Vega luster beads, which, even though they're referred to as black white, they are quite clearly like a mulberry. They are 2.5 by 5 millimeters, and that's a 24 gram tube. So the code is OJGC22. $17.95 is going to get all of them for you, and that's a fantastic saving on those ones. 22 grams in all of your CB tubes and 24 grams for the Super Duos. That neckline piece is stunning. So then you've also got, in fact, it's probably a good time right now, whilst we're talking CBs, to see just how many CBs you've got left over, because this is a very lavish collection.
Oh, definitely. But that, and I've got some pearls under here as well that are laid on the table for demoing, and I've done all my demo sort of pieces with this as well. So you can see that I've got so much left that I could make everything pretty much apart from the neckline piece again.
Yeah.
Because I would be, if I hadn't made the neckline piece, that tube of Super Duos would be practically full still.
Well, we had that Super Duo pack earlier as well, but you can always, of course, multi-buy. So if you're loving these designs, I really would consider multi-buying, so then you can add that I wonder if that would go with my outfit as well.
Feel free to take it and see.
Okay, thanks. We've known each other for years and years. Perks. Perks of friendship. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so they're $17.95 for the sea beads and the Super Duo. So now let's look at genuine freshwater culture pearls, all 4 strands. So what's lovely about this pack, you've got 4 different sizes, 4 different colourways. They are all 38 centimetres in length, okay? But you've got your black pearls, which are 6 by 7 millimetres. And these have all been dyed. Your white pearls are actually completely natural, and they are 5 by 6. So the black and the gold, which is very Gatsby-esque, darling, they're both 6 by 7 millimetres, and that's a 38 centimetre strand on each of those. These are all 38 centimetre strands, sorry. These are your dyed silver colour, but again, they're still genuine freshwater culture pearls. They're 8 to 9 millimetres. And then the big wow factor as well within this, to know that you're getting the whole, I know what you're going to be paying for the whole bundle. These natural white pearls, I've almost got, well, they're an ivory. They're classified as a white, but I would say they're like a creamy ivory.
They have got
Very
a
forgiving.
a vintage feel to them. They're not as what I would call a pure icy white. They've got a real softness to them. They have got that sort of almost a butter-esque feel.
Oh, a bit of butter. Oh, yeah. OHGC99. Now, don't forget, you're getting a strand of genuine freshwater culture pearls that are completely natural within this collection. And all of these are genuine freshwater culture pearls also. They are real pearls. When you see this price come up on your screen, I think you're going to be shocked. Could I see the call screens, please, Becky? 0800 644 645. It's $31.95 for 4 strands of real pearls. Wow, and they work so beautifully with that colour combination as well. And just to remind you as well, we've got the amber coming up for you. We've got that coming up for you imminently. 0800 644 655. 0800 644 655. Got loads of you joining us for that. So what is the technique we're going to learn, my lovely?
Right, so I was going to show you the technique that I used in both the earrings and the ring.
Okay.
And it's, so if you want to do the earrings, you just do it double-sided with a different coloured seed bead on. And if you want to do the ring, you just do it single-sided with a slight twist. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And it's a really nice technique because my son came in and said, "Oh, I want you to make some squares." And I said, and I started making something.
I love how your boys always got opinions and get involved in it. It's brilliant. They're so passionate for you, aren't they?
They are. They do sort of come down, and if I ask Vincent, he'll go, "No, I don't like that one, Mum." And he's very honest. He is very, very honest. And if he says that, I'm like, "Okay, I'll change it a bit." And then I go, "Do you like it now?" And he goes, "Yes." I'm like, "Okay, fine." Phew. Yeah, so he's my really good sounding board is Vincent. He knows what he likes and he's
And
not
how
afraid
old's
to tell me.
Vincent?
He's 13.
Well, there you go then. That's why he's got an opinion.
Yeah, sometimes we'd like them to keep them to themselves, but you know, they don't always, but there you go. It's part of growing up, isn't it?
Indeed.
Right, so he's decided he would like to see squares, and you'll see on the next kit that I did actually make some earrings with very square, definite components, whereas these were a little bit more sort of almost softer square type elements. So to start off with, you need to be using a size 10 beading needle. You don't need to worry about using a smaller beading needle because the pearls will take the beading needle going through them, no problem at all, a size 10 beading needle.
Okay.
And you will get probably 3 to 4 passes with a heavier gauge fire line through all of these pearls. They are brilliant.
Wow.
Absolutely brilliant.
Gosh, that's really worth knowing. So if
Yeah.
you're a fan of pearls, these are going to be incredibly versatile to use in loads of different designs because you can keep getting your thread going through.
That's
Okay.
right. So typically we'd be looking for a lower pound weight of Fireline or Wildfire. I've got both here. So we'd be looking for something like a 6 pound weight, which is a finer gauge. But actually I used 10 pound gauge through all of the designs and had no problem getting multiple passes going through the pearls.
Okay.
So you'll find that you can actually almost use them as if they were, say, an agate or something like that, that would have a bigger drill hole running through it, so you don't have to worry at all with your designs. So what I've done is I've threaded on a little pattern onto my thread, which is whatever colour seed bead you'd like to be doing. So you've got the choice of the 3 different coloured seed beads. So in this instance, I've gone for the sort of pewtery looking silver. And then you're going to pick up one of your duets. Now on this design, you're always going to go through the duet the same way. So in this instance, I'm picking it up with the dark side. So when I'm picking the needle up, I'm going to pick up going through from the dark edge to going through to the light side, and that's how you're going to pick them up. So you'll get them all going in the same direction. And when you actually make a circle, they'll almost follow around in that circle, so you get the beautiful pattern. And then I'm going to add a pearl, and I'm going to repeat that until I've got 4 sets onto the thread.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to create the inner section of either the earrings or the pearl. And then I'm going to create a circle by creating a surgeon's knot, which is by taking the tail of my thread through an overhand knot a second time. And I can then get that into a really nice, and you'll see with the surgeon's knot, that's not pinging open. I can let go of it and it's not going to come open.
Gosh, that's really good.
So if you're tying bows and things on presents for Christmas, a surgeon's knot will stop you from having to ask for somebody to pop their finger on the middle of a bow. And then I'm going to tie a second double knot or a surgeon's knot, and then I'm just going to take that really slowly and actually make sure that I'm getting really good tension on that thread and pull that knot really tight, because that's what I want to do to be able to create that beautiful design. Now you could use that as a component and start beading off, because we've got the
That's
second
stunning
hole.
as it is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've got that second hole of the Super Duo to be able to use that's empty at the moment. So then we could make lots of these and just connect them into a square shape or a diamond shape. So if you made 4
yeah.
and connected them, you'd end up with a larger diamond shape, which is a brilliant, easy design. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start. I don't know if I can ask Ben to be my glamorous assistant. Could you pass me the ring, please, Ben, so I can have it? That's lovely. Thank you very much. We're going to start to create this section on the inside, this cross section. So this cross section here that's running across the middle of that ring. And that looks like you have to sew it into a cross, but I'm going to show you a really quick technique to be able to do that. And actually the technique will allow us to create these outside sections as well,
Okay.
all at the same time. So what we're going to do is we're going to move away from our knot by going through the seed bead and the Super Duo next in the row. Now, because Super Duos will always sit very tight to the bead, you sometimes just need to push that seed bead away with your nail, just to allow that to come through. And we're going to start to create some, what I call like scallops that will go around. So I'm going to pick these up, and I'm going to do them in the same colour as the seed beads we've picked up there. And I've got another demo with this, which is the same colour as the actual ring design.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is you're going to pick up 7 of your chosen seed bead. So pick up 7, and we're going to, because we're coming out of the super duo here, we're going to go through the next super duo in the round and exit. And that's going to give me this little scallop shape like that. And this could just be your embellishment if you wanted to on that piece, and then you could sew these embellishments together. But what we're going to do is we're going to do that all the way around, and we're going to do a second layer. And by a second layer, I mean we're going to go through and do a second loop on the opposite side. We're still going through the super duos.
Through the same hole?
Through the same hole of the super duo.
Yeah.
And we're just creating another layer of 7 of our seed beads.
Okay.
So I've done that on both sides. And again, you could leave this like that, or you could sew a bead into this open section on the pearl here. You could sew a bead into there.
Nice, yeah.
So you've got that option to be able to sort of open those up. Okay, so now let me get rid of this one. Make some space. I keep moving this mat. It keeps advancing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through. We're exiting the super duo here, so on our row. So we're going to go through 4 of the seed beads on one of the rows. Doesn't matter top or bottom, whichever's facing you is the easiest way.
Okay.
And that's the middle bead of that section. I'm then going to skip all the way around to the middle bead of the next sort of halo of seed beads, that 4th bead. And you'll know it's the right bead because you'll have 3 seed beads this side, 3 seed beads that side, and you're in that central seed bead. And we're going to do that. And I'm just going to go through and carry on until I've gone round and gone through all the 4 of the central beads. So I'm going to do it quite quickly. Oops. When you want to do things quickly, you never can. There we go. And then I'm going to go back through the bead we first started from. So I've gone through. So now I'm going to start to put some tension on this section. Can you see these are already wanting to move in?
Yeah.
So if I pull those, a little bit of magic.
Look at that. That is so cool.
And you get those straight lines.
That is so cool.
So you get these beautiful straight lines that you get in that central section. And so that's the same technique that's done there.
Okay, so could you do that? How did you know how many beads that you'd need? How did you work? I'm just thinking because I'm always thinking my homeware.
Yes.
Just that look would look so beautiful. It's like a coaster or
definitely.
a table mat or something.
What you need to be able to do is, if it's to sort of almost, can you see the outside set of beads? They're sort of hugging that pearl, but they're not touching it. So if they were too tight that they weren't leaving a space, I'd be worried that I wouldn't be able to pull them into the central section.
Yeah, okay.
But if you've made it too small, so for instance, if you did 5 beads here and you couldn't get that to pull into a central section, what you could do, instead of in between each, if I open this back out again, so if it was like that, I could have put a seed bead in the gap as I'm pulling them together. Where that thread bridge is there, I could add an extra seed bead to fill that central gap.
Yeah.
Which I have done before. I've put Swarovskis in here, small Swarovski crystals in between. So you make a smaller bridge of seed beads, which gives you a little bit of a gap in the middle. But if you go through the central bead, then add a seed bead or a Swarovski, and then go through the next central bead, add a bead, a seed bead or a Swarovski, and carry that on, you'll have a fill to create that that central section. So if it's not quite right, you don't have to undo it all. But normally it's just a little bit of practice about sort of, if it cups that bead there underneath and there's a little bit of space around it, that will be perfect to get into the centre.
Amazing.
And then what I did to literally reinforce that is just go round again and keep pulling the tension each time you sew through a bead. So I sew through the bead, pull through, and then can you see now that's completely locked into position? Now you could leave that like that and create that as the part of the ring. But what I wanted to do was to come back, if I hold this flat, is to come back and create these points these pointed sections here.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to get rid of this extra bit of thread. And that's the bit we started off with, so we don't need that anymore. It was just annoying me.
Fair enough.
You know, when things start getting in the way, and you just think,
Yeah.
oh, no, that's got to go now. And so we are going to go through and back up to the outside section, which I'm going to go through 3 of the beads. So bring me up to the outside section. I can then go through my super duo on the inside hole. So the one we've already used several times, and you can see it's getting a little bit tricky for me to get my needle through there, but that's just because it's got beads on either side, and it's quite well worked with thread. And now I'm going to start to create these into points, because you see that's quite soft and curved at the moment, and we want to create a defined point. And to do that, what I do is go through 3 seed beads in the row, and I'm going to skip the central bead and go through the next 3 beads, through the super duo, and what I'm going to do is pull that thread tight. Now if I'm going to do this very slowly, if you keep an eye on this bead here, when I pull that thread, can you see it jumped into a point?
Yeah.
And that's because the tension of the thread has pushed that bead. It's got nowhere else to go but out.
Okay.
Because the thread is now running under the bead, not through the bead.
Yeah.
So if I do that one more time for you, so I'm going to go through 3 of the super duos. I'm going to skip the bead that we want to pop out, and we're going to go through the next 3 seed beads and the super duo. And if I do that again, I'll hold it really still and hold it on my finger so you can see that bead. And then you've got that bead to come out to a point. So the last thing we need to do is to start to embellish this last little bit on top of the seed beads. So to do that, I'm coming out of the outside hole of the seed bead, and I'm going to go through in the opposite direction. So I'm exiting out this way. I've picked up 3 seed beads. I'm going to come around a little circlet and create a little tiny embellishment for the top of the seed bead, for the top of that super duo. And that is the last little bit of embellishment we needed to do on there. And the only other thing we had to do was to create the band for the ring, which is a right angle weave, which I have filled. So if I hold that for you, can you see the right angle weave? So the right angle weave is the 4 beads that are right angles to each other. And then the fill beads are these ones that are running either side of my needle.
Okay, yeah.
So that's, we'll save that technique for another day. I have demonstrated it before, but we'll save it for another day.
Do you possibly remember when you last demonstrated it?
Ooh.
The reason I ask, for those of you who aren't too familiar with the channel, we have a YouTube channel as well where everything gets uploaded on there, so you can see the shows after they've gone live.
I believe I demonstrated it when I did the little bumblebees, but that's probably about 3 or 4 months ago. It was, so it was probably a while ago.
Anybody out there knows when Sarah demonstrated the little bumblebees? Would be very grateful for you to take them.
Yes, but it's a very simple technique to do. I mean, I could show you, but I think we're running out of time, unfortunately, to be able to do that. So,
well, we'll definitely like to see it on another day as well. Definitely. And if anyone is able to text, we'll make sure we bring that text live for you, so you know where you can catch up on that on our YouTube channel. So just to recap then, oh no, I'm getting no battery.
Oh no. It is down there, it's just under your feet.
We got an extension cable. No, we don't. So just to recap, the beads that you're getting that are $17.95 are all of the most amazing seed beads, and of course those super duos. So super duos being that gorgeous mauvey mulberry colour and the lilac tone, one on either side. That Sarah's been really clever in the way she's used them. I think that jewellery is absolutely stunning.
Oh, thank you.
It is seriously wow. That is seriously wow. And then the collection of 4 strands of genuine freshwater culture pearls for £31.95 for 4 strands. Eh? There's Ben's contribution vocally in the studio this evening. There we go, as Mr. Gibbs making his presence known. Do it again, Ben. There we go. So we've got the pearls, we've got the sea beads. Sarah, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Amazing, amazing. Do we know, was anybody able to grab me a head pin?
No.
Oh, actually, could I borrow one of your needles?
You can.
Thank you, darling.
Do you want
Okay, we're going to do the amber.
With thread or without?
Without is fine, thank you.
There we go.
I just want to demonstrate where these drill holes are. Okay, so the amber that we have here at Jewellery Maker is the world's most prized amber. And essentially what it is, it's where in Poland, do you know why I'm saying Poland rather than Poland? I'm saying Poland because my friends have gone to Poland, our next door but one neighbours, and their little girl this morning told me, Lucy, my mummy and daddy have gone to Poland. So it's in my head.
Oh.
Not by herself, her grandparents are looking after her and her brother, and the mum and dad have nipped away for a couple of days. I'm so jealous. Okay, so in the depths of the bed of the Baltic lies the most incredible, one of the world's most, in its time, before the ocean was there, it was the most established, flourishing, luscious, incredible rainforest. And then as millions and millions and millions of years have gone by, the oceans have changed position and they have infiltrated over where land previously was, and now there is a huge flowing ocean over that rainforest known as the Baltic Ocean. With that, the tree resin from the rainforest has become fossilized and now lies in the seabed. Until not too long ago, nature had allowed Mother Nature to literally wash up this amber, and sometimes you could go into the Baltic with a fishing net and grab some out of the sea because it was just being pulled up. Now that's pretty much finished. So what happens now is, the best way to describe it is, I always visualise when I'm thinking of amber, I visualise my dad in the garden with a leaf blower. Yeah, because he always gets the setting wrong and he always ends up, it's just like gets it all a bit, the leaves are going everywhere. But that is what essentially happens within the seabed. There is a huge, almost like a hose with an incredible pressure of air that goes into the seabed and manipulates it and gets everything coming up out the seabed, and that's when the amber is now being brought into the ocean again, and at that point it is captured and taken back. And that is what you have. You have got a genuine piece of Baltic amber that lies within this amber are millions upon millions upon millions of years of steeped in history, encapsulated within this genuine Baltic amber. Now we are busy. We are really, really busy. Amber is one of those gemstones that is always incredibly collectible, and you can never have too much of it because no two pieces will ever be the same. This has got to be one of the largest pieces of amber I've ever seen. That for me is screaming to be a ring, and it's double drilled. So I just wanted to, I asked Sarah for the needle so I could show you where the drill holes are very clearly. One there and one there. So what would you do with this?
It is screaming to me to be a beautiful cocktail ring, and I would, and I would use some of my
on a size 10 needle.
Either beautiful seed beads with it, or things like the black spinel, the microfaceted black spinel.
Yes.
Yes.
Becky, just remind me again what price we're going to for this. We're going under £20 for one of the largest sizes of Baltic amber we have ever had on Jewellery Maker. Now, we're going to do a bit of a PR offer on it. What price can people see on the website, Becky? You can see the price, so you already know our offer. If you're calling up on the phone lines, there you go. It's at £9.95. And immediately you've got lots of people who are now buying. I've got Rosalind, Deirdre and Joan and lots of anonymous shoppers and Leslie and Dee and Angela, Jeanette, Valerie, Catherine, Peter, Susan, Sharon, Brian, Karen, Angela. Loads of you there. We've got a good stock quantity of these available. It's $9.95 DGG Y43. Look at it. Loads more of you joining us. Hello, Natalia and Lola and Zoe. Take advantage, folks. It is stunning. It is seriously, seriously stunning. I seriously need some hand cream. DGG Y43. Visa, MasterCard. This is such, we are really, really, really busy. Hello, Persis. I've not seen your name for ages. How are you? Hello, Wendy and Jenny. What is that?
Some hand cream.
That is not hand cream.
Sanitizer.
It's sanitizer.
Trying to
That's why my hands are dry, because I use too much hand sanitizer and antibacterial soap.
trying to have a laugh.
I just said I wanted. Just trying to have a laugh. He's about to attack me with hand sanitizer, but thanks, Ben. Thank you for.
Nice and sterile now.
He's lovely and sterile.
Mmm. Delicious.
I'm glad he's happy about that. Hello, Elaine. If you've just tuned in, look at the piece of amber that you're getting.
Stunning, isn't it? I can't believe the absolute size of that amber. Is just amazing for that price. I mean, I was expecting at least double that price.
Oh, completely.
And for me, I would make a beautiful sort of almost split shoulder ring through those two drill holes.
Oh, nice.
And then have it running, elongating the finger.
Would you wear it across two fingers?
You could do if you wanted
really
to.
on trend, isn't it?
But for me, I'd wear it lengthways down the finger just to elongate because I've got very small fingers. Any help?
Any help to elongate?
Yes.
Like wearing heels for your fingers. It's the weirdest thing to say. Just do your nails for that effect, Lucy. Don't put a ring on, plonker. And Liz was just saying thought that price is amazing. Absolutely, Ham. It absolutely is. If you are tempted by this one, can I urge you to confirm right now because we've still got people holding out. Liz, you got 2 of them. I'm so pleased for you, Hum. 0800 644 655 DGG Y43. Right, which one should we go to? The whole collection.
Wow.
Okay, you are going to want this. You're going to want this. And the great thing is, you get the super duos,
Yes.
so you can do that design.
Yes.
In fact, you could do, and then you get the size 8s as well, and then your size 15s?
They look like 15s.
11s? 15s. Okay, wrong graphics, everybody. The wrong graphics are on your screen. We'll go with what Kerry wants to do. Who put the graphics in? Oh, do you know what? You two are going to change your voices. Becky and Kerry are currently running the gallery. So that's Becky is producing and her sister Kerry is directing. And they literally sound like the same person. I never understand who's saying what. Even though I know the producer brings the graphics in, I clearly forgot my job for a little while. Right, okay, let's do these. These are just so gorgeous, and I am desperate for you to do unicorn signs. Do you know what else is really on trend at the moment? Pink pineapples as well. I'm seeing pink pineapples everywhere.
Wow. That's beautiful. I love these. The colours are amazing.
They are stunning. 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 I just love the variety. Not just, well, look at the colour variety. Look at those.
They're pink champagne, aren't they?
Oh, do you know what I bought the other day from my sister-in-law? She won't be watching. For Christmas, I bought these. It's like a little. It looks like a very fine sherbet, and it's pink. And you put it into your champagne or your prosecco, and it puts little pink flickers of bubbles in it.
Oh, how wonderful.
I know.
Very decadent.
I know, how cute. Something that you'd never buy yourself. And it gives this sort of look. That is just, I'm losing them. Gorgeous. Now then, hello. Hello, hello, hello. You have got, within these, really sizable pieces. Just bear with me 1 second.
They look like size 6s.
They're size 8s. The transparent smoky amethyst.
Yeah.
Oh, they are exquisite. Can we possibly get a little bit up close and personal on this one, please, Ben? Thank you, darling. Yeah, they are gorgeous. Oh, that is brilliant. That is, yes, that close on seed bead, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Yes.
Could I go back to the spec list, please? Thank you so much. They are beautiful. And then also in the size 8s, you've got the dark rose silver lined alabaster. They're gorgeous. Again, they're a bit flamingo-esque, aren't they? And they're really flamingo. Are you embracing this flamingo unicorn thing going on?
I've sort of seen lots of unicorns. I've not seen so many flamingos.
Oh no, flamingos everywhere.
I love these colours anyway. I mean, pink flower, sort of pinks in my dress, so I'm there anyway.
Yeah. So even if you just love your pink colours, but what's lovely about this is a bit more of a salmony pink, and they are the size 11s. They are the galvanised matte hot pink, 24 grams. So in terms of your gram weight on each of these, because I know lots of you have been using seed beads for years and years and years, so you understand the gram weight difference between them. If it sounds like a foreign language and you just want the seed beads, don't worry, you don't have to know about this. There you go, there are your tubes. So you are going to get one of the large tubes of the transparent light rose, size 11, 23 grams. You've got the transparent smoky amethyst AB, size 8s, and they are 6.8 grams. Then you'll get the size 8s, silver lined alabaster in the rose, dark rose, 22 grams. And then you will get the galvanised matte hot pink seed bead, size 11s, 24 grams. This is going to run out of battery power any moment. Now, 0800 644 655 ZDGC11 1695. Okay, give us a call right now if you want to grab those. That's going to be a sellout. We're busy this evening on 0800 644 655. Excuse me, I'm going to see if I can possibly make this stretch up here. Yes, I can.
There we go.
Check that out. Sorry, Sarah.
That's okay.
It's like we've got a little wall between us.
Oh, that's fine.
But there we go. We can say hello now. Would you like to say hello to some people?
Oh, hang on a minute. Not to be very official. We've got a collector in Gloucester. We've got Esther. We have another collector who's in Northumberland. We've got a collector who's in Greater London. We've got Charlotte as well, who's in Lancashire. And we've got lots and lots and lots of people with it in their baskets as well. Don't miss out.
We have. And we've got Julie and Joan and another Julie. We've got Julie and Box show, and we've got Julie and Lennox show. We've got Marion, and we've got more anonymous shoppers, Anne and Janina. Another anonymous shopper's just purchased in Yorkshire. These are flying out. Excuse me, 0800 644 655. You can use your Visa, your MasterCard. Loads of you now with these in your baskets. Will you check your baskets out? Just check them out.
Don't want to miss out, do you?
You don't want to miss out on those tools. Should we do the blue ones now? Okay, just so you know, we have got a couple of the amber cabochons remaining, should you want those, at $9.95. It's here. If I can just give you a heads up on that one once again. If you've just tuned in, grab that while you can, while it's available, because that will be a sellout today. It is stunning, one of the largest ambers we have ever featured on the show, and it is double drilled. Okay, now we're going to go from the pinks to the blues. Again, it's staying with this unicorny thing that's on at the moment. Does anyone watch Go Jetters? It's aimed at about 4-year-olds.
Yeah, just 4-year-olds, I think. They do grow out of it. And then they'll watch the same sort of older TV, and they'll watch the same episode 14 times.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Looking forward to that. Well, there's a line in the song for Go Jetters about unicorns. That's why I was mentioning it. These will be filled, all of them. You have got your super duos here of the turquoise colour. They're 2.5 by 5 millimetres, 24 grams. You've then got the aqua. Now, bear with me 1 second. Yeah, this is the Aqua Mist. What a perfect name for that.
It is beautiful.
Aqua Mist, 15, size 15s, 8.2 grams. Gorgeous. This will be filled And these are your teal luster, size 11s, 7.2 grams. And then the galvanized, just bear with me 1 second, that is the seafoam. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, sorry. The galvanized seafoam, size 8, and that's 5 grams. That's not there, that's not size 8.
Are they the Aqua Mist AB? Because they're the Aurora Borealis. Size
Sorry,
50.
no, these are the size 8s, apologies. So this is the seafoam, the size 8s, and then these are your size 50, no they're not, they're your size 11s. Sorry folks, it always gets very confusing. Size 11s in the teal luster, then your size 8s, these are your seafoam, and your size 15s are your Aqua Mist, and then you've got your super duos. Sorry about that, folks. PVGC 88 0800 644 655. £12.95. £12.95. That will be full. That will be full. That will be full. Liz, oh, those colours. And just as I promised myself, it's finished shopping to... No. Don't be ridiculous. We're live till 10. Stop shopping at 10. But then we are on repeat through the night, and you can continue to get one post and packaging price until midnight. Liz, you'll actually do yourself an injustice. Come on. Come on. Go shopping.
That
Come
colour
on.
palette is
Come on,
gorgeous.
once.
I said that colour palette is gorgeous.
It is. It's stunning. And with the pearls as well that we've featured recently, these are lovely. Now, this is really proving to be a very, very, very... There she goes. That's it, Liz. I feel like I could talk to Liz like that. I feel like I've known her for years. We've talked through the tally, haven't we, hon? Hello, Rachel and Carol and Julie and Lydia. Shirley and Irene. Loads of anonymous shoppers. And Claire and Jennifer, Angela, Esther, Janet, Charlotte... Janina, make sure you're all checking out your baskets. It's just £12.95, and that gets all of these packs. And actually, it's lovely to see this and know that you can still achieve some of the designs
Definitely.
that you did with the kit.
I mean, if you wanted to use the smaller size 15s to create the same cross pattern that I created for the ring, you would just use more beads to create that loop around the pearl.
Okay.
And it doesn't even need to be a pearl. It could be any Swarovski crystals you might have in your stash. It could be any gemstone. If you've got those lapis lazuli with this colour palette, the lapis lazuli we did earlier,
yeah, stunning,
would look amazing. So you can really change the keep the design the same, but change the size of the seed beads. So you're just going to need more to create those bridges around the outs and pull them into those crosses. And so you just need to up the level of beads. So if you're using 15s, you're going to need to use more because they're smaller. If you're using a size 6, you'll need to use less because they're bigger.
And the great thing as well is when you're making jewellery with beads, if it goes wrong, you just cut it up and start again. Because the only thing you'll lose is your beading thread, and that's literally not even a penny's worth.
No, that's it. I mean, sometimes it's a bit of trial and error when you do change the size of a bead.
Yeah.
But literally, you'll only do one loop, and you can unpick it. You don't even need to cut the thread. You can just unpick that one loop if it's not quite big enough.
Yeah, good point. And there are no rules as well. And actually, when you're trying it out, and if you try out Sarah's technique with a different size bead or a different shape bead, you actually might create something that's totally stunning using the same technique, but it's completely different with different shapes and sizes of beads. £12.95 for that stunning collection. These are called the Beautiful Blues with your turquoise green galvanized seafoam, your teal luster iris, and your aqua mist ABs. Okay, shall we do a couple more strands before we go to a break? Okay, which one should we go to, my lovely? Yes! Oh, these are, yes! Yes, I love these. I love them, love them. Now, they are brand new. What's lovely is that they are referred to as a square cushion, but they're actually, to be honest, they're diamond shape, as in they're top drilled. Could you do that design of ring with these in?
Yes. Yes, you could.
That would be nice.
And what would happen is you'd probably, because you would space them out, you'd end up with them sort of almost facing outwards where the pearls are facing. So if I grab the ring, so you can see, you'd end up where the oh, sorry. There we go. So where the pearls are, you'd end up with those diamond shapes facing out, and the actual drill hole would be towards the centre of that cross. So your drill hole would actually be covered completely by the seed beads, but you'd end up with a mirror frame of amethyst in that picture frame of seed beads, if you like. So
and you could actually, oh, hello, you could do that combination.
Yes.
Use this design, use these, and then those seed beads that you've just bought in the previous collection just now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, right, let's get you an amazing price on this, bearing in mind it's $6.95. This is Zambian amethyst. Now, I'm surprised that this is Zambian, and the reason I'm surprised is because the clarity is stunning. You don't associate clear amethyst with the Zambia, you just don't. 0800 644 655. These are really stunning. Don't forget, this is the gemstone of Valentine as well. So if you are making gifts for jewellery, making jewellery gifts for Christmas or just sentimental gifts. 160 carats, the code LRRU54 0800 644 655 695 for genuine amethyst. Amazing, amazing. They're completely organic as well. Completely natural, completely organic. Okay, should we do can we do these tiger's eye that have been looking at me? Because I find these totally mesmerising. I think they're perfect for unisex jewellery as well.
Definitely. This is Daniel's favourite gemstone.
I love it. I really love it. These would look amazing with the super duos that we had in the first hour of the show.
Definitely.
Which almost had like a metallic-y bronze quality to them. They're literally like chocolate caramels.
Oh, making me hungry now.
Oh, don't even. Not had chocolate for a week. When did you last have a piece of chocolate?
About 8 weeks ago.
About when?
8 weeks ago.
About 8 weeks ago. Becky, when did you have a piece of chocolate? About 2 hours ago. Kerry, when did you have yours? About a minute ago. She was eating one of my favourite chocolates as well, buttons. Ben, when did you last eat a piece of chocolate?
About 2 o'clock.
About 2 o'clock. What is wrong with you people? They are gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. A 100 carats. Do you know what? Is anyone else seen those and thinking they'd make the gorgeous little ladybird style designs?
Oh, yeah.
Because actually, they're flat on one side. They're beautiful. I'd make little ladybirds with those.
Yeah,
They're
beautiful.
or little tortoises.
Yeah, they'd be lovely.
Yeah, stunning.
Because they'd almost, if you sort of sewed them together in sort of hexagons, they'd look like the tortoise shell.
They would, yeah, they would. And this has got the tumble effect on them, so they're really highly polished. And they're only $4.95. And they're completely, totally, utterly natural. They're South African, and with South African tiger's eye, what I'm finding at the moment, I don't know about you, Sarah, if you've clocked it, but it's this incredible proportion of the deep caramel and the chocolate browns.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just this, because sometimes some locations provide you with either one or the other shade, but look at that proportionately within the strand. That's stunning.
They're really rich, aren't they? They're really beautiful, and they've got that real light character running through them. So you've got those sort of really warm tones, and you've got the really sort of caramel tones coming through, and I love them. And I think there's such a lovely shape as well. They've got like a soft tumble shape, so they're not perfectly round, but they're not a chip as I would, or a nugget as I would know it. They're a really soft tumbled shape.
They're lovely, and I think that with that you can make quite organic pieces. And I think with that shape as well, they're still more unisex. Because they're not too, if they were faceted and if they were cut quite symmetrically, they perhaps lend themselves a little bit more to ladies' jewellery maybe. But with those, absolutely, and just with some really slim brown leather would be stunning. 0800 644 655 QMKY02. Have we got time for another item just before we go to a break? Okay, how about... Oh, I want to do all of them. I can just grab anything. Okay, you choose, Sarah, because I can't decide. can't do that one because that's a special offer later.
No. Oh, there's some beautiful pearls there. The beautiful deep dark.
These are okay. Let's do these gorgeous navy pearls.
They're beautiful.
They are stunning, and with the lapis that we had earlier.
And that sort of aqua blue CB kit as well.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh look at Now they're referred to as a black, but I've said this before. The black for me, it definitely falls more into the navy zone. They are a rondelle, which is really, really unusual to find. They also, rondelles work really nicely as buttons. So you can play around with those. If you sew it in and pop a little seed bead, so if you take your thread through, pop a seed bead on, take it back through, then you do create a lovely little button effect. They are 10 millimeters in diameter. That's a 35 centimeter strand. And they're £7.95. These are genuine freshwater culture pearls. They're just striking. Even if you wanted to put a temporary applique on a cardigan for I live in cardies, and just, you know, a little something for £7.95.
That's it. What I would do is, if you have got any of the lace we did in the past, take some lace, sew the pearls on, and sew a couple of little press studs on the back, and you can sew that matching onto your cardigan, so you can take the lace and the pearls off
When you want to pop it
when
in
you
the
want
wash.
to pop it in the wash, and then just pop it back on.
Oh my goodness, woman, why have I never thought? That is a really great idea.
It's just a really easy
Because that's always
way.
been the hoo-ha. It's like, if you're putting it on clothes, how do you then put it in the washing machine? That's a Jean. Ow!
What, were you okay?
Oh,
No, I've got lack of spatial awareness in this new studio.
That's why I'm sitting really still.
Oh, what? Because you're scared I'm going to whack you?
No, because I'm scared I'm going to whack my hands on the desk or something.
Right, we're going to go to a break, folks, but when we come back, look at how much we've got. We've got so much to bring to you. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be doing some amazing natural pearls. We've got some stunning, absolutely stunning bronzite aquamarine. We've got loads of chips and nuggets, perfect for the tree of life. We've got some exquisite amethyst, we've got the black spinel, we've got labradorite as well. And then I've got some amazing findings to bring to you. If you've got any questions about jewellery making, Sarah is here. She's one of our most established designers. It's fabulous that she's joining us this evening. Do text in to 60777. We'll see you on the other side of this.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just £2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for £4.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Order from us today at www.jewellerymaker.com.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello and welcome back to Jewellery Maker. How the devil are you? We've moved house. Well, we haven't. We've had a revamp. That's what I want to do. In an ideal world, I'd like to live in a multi-million-pound mansion. But in the meantime, I'm getting new kitchen cupboard doors. I'm having a revamp at home. Yeah? Kerry's giving me the thumbs up on that. Are you excited about my plan?
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah. I'm having new kitchen cupboard doors in the new year, and I'm going to go all out, and I'm going to treat myself. New dishwasher.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to live the dream.
I could do with a new
Are
kitchen.
you? Ben's having a new boiler.
Oh, are they?
£3,500. That's gutting, isn't it? Isn't it gutting when you've got to buy things like that? New dishwasher. Yeah. Any road. So, the reason I was saying that is because we've had a revamp here. We haven't moved house, but we have had a revamp of our studio. Do you like it? It's cosy, isn't it? It feels like we're in a house. I like it. It feels cosy. So, I think it looks lovely. I think they've done a cracking job. Cracking job. Finding my feet now. I do feel like I should have a built-in dishwasher. Just here. A fridge. A fridge!
Yeah, where's
we
the
need a
fridge?
built-in... Excuse me. In the rider, we need a built-in fridge. Thank you. Oh yeah, that'll be fabulous. Right, let's get cracking with this next hour then. Have you seen this?
No,
Oh!
I haven't. Oh.
Oh! Oh my goodness. I look at this and I think of my friend's wedding that I attended in the summer. She had an Indian wedding. It was like a 4-day lavish affair. It was the most extraordinary thing I've ever seen in my life for the colour and the richness. And it was just amazing. And these colours completely remind me of one of the saris that she had. This is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Now, when I look at this, not only am I thinking about that, look at the colour palette. I'm sorry, but this is out of this world. I would wear that on a silver chain and just as a bead.
Yeah, just simple like that one.
Yeah.
Do you want to borrow it?
I'd like to put this on and you wear it, please.
Okay.
You'd look amazing in these colours.
This is advantage.
Now, what's lovely as well is the fact in the centre of this, this is gorgeous. It's got a bit of a Fabergé feel about it as well. Do you want me to help you take your chain off, Sarah?
I think I've got it. There we go. There we go.
Thank you, lovely. Aren't you generous? Landing on your neck.
There we go.
I've got really, really limited stock on these. Now, this is a Jewellery Maker chain as well. But how very reminiscent of one of the major charm companies in the world is that? Oh my goodness, and look at the size of the hole. You'll be able to get that on so many different chains. This is so designer, I love it, and it's completely encrusted with Swarovski. What an amazing, that is an amazing gift. Can I borrow your neck for a minute?
You can.
Look.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That is dazzling.
That's cool.
That is chic. It's the autumnal colour palette with that, almost with that aqua mist feel that we had from the other beads earlier. Okay, I'm going to take this away from Sarah now. Sorry, thank you very much, my lovely. You may have your chain back.
Thank you.
This is, I love it. Could I see the call screens, please, Becky? Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Ah. Suzette, hello, my darling. Is that your first purchase this evening? Hello, Paula and Angela, Isabel, lots of anonymous shoppers. Right, we've got less than 20 of these available. If you're wanting to grab this, this is the last opportunity you're going to get to, well, going to have to get it because we're about to sell out. If you would like it, you need to start dialing right now or pop it into your basket. This is the last of stock, possibly ever. We don't know if we're going to get this back in again. Oh, hello. Right. Chris, you're in one of those moods tonight, aren't you? I'm finding that very entertaining. Favourite Christmas song has to be Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name. Nice. Great show, Ray. Oops, I mean Lucy. I know, because it started off saying it was Ray on the show and it's not, it's Lucy. Thanks for knowing who I am. And a kettle, Lucy, for copious coppers. Oh,
Yeah.
do you know? Not a kettle though. We were talking about what we'd like in the studio because I said I could have a dishwasher, I could have my fridge. Do you know? I've got a new dream. I'd like an inbuilt hot tap.
Ooh, one of
Hot
those.
water boiling.
Push the button and
Yeah, you literally go,
Oh, yes.
and it comes out like a kettle. Right, we're about to sell out. It's at $16.95. What an amazing gift that is. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And if you think our chains, you know, you can get some of our chains for $6.95, $4.95 for some of them. You could definitely get that for close to the £20 mark for a whole complete look for a gift. That is a genuine Swarovski. It's Swarovski branded in there as well. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you were to get that in other places, how much would you get charged for that elsewhere? FMSQ75. $16.95. I've got a couple of these left. That's it. Lynette, anonymous shopper in Cambridgeshire. Okay, we know that's going to go. I don't know who it's going to go to, but that will go in the next couple of moments. I hope it's going to you. I'm sorry, Becky. What on earth was that dribbled out your mouth? I'm going to hate you.
Might be these.
Thank you, Kerry. Clearly the more on the ball of the two. I'm joking.
I'm not sure, but it is.
Is it this, Becky? Yeah. These are really lovely. Now, we had them earlier in the, it's like a galvanised metallic colour. This is the Too True, no, it's True 2. Funny how it seems, Aurora Borealis. Gold-plated fire polish, crystal check seed beads, approximately 2 millimeters.
What was that?
Because I started off saying, so true. No.
I don't know what you want to have.
Okay, it's all right. Kerry's a lot younger. You know what I was on about, no?
Yeah.
This is okay, fine. There's 600 of these in a pack. 600! They are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you have a look, they are like little... they're like little faceted, dinky little 2mm seed beads. They're amazing.
Yep. They're really... It's unusual to get them in the 600-piece
Yeah.
packs. They're trade packs. Normally they would be sold.
Oh, tell me.
Normally those packs would be sold to somebody who would then split them and sell them on. So typically you would buy 50 or 48 or sometimes even 20 in a pack.
You see,
600.
you've said trade packs. I start to immediately palpitate and salivate because I know that's a bargain then.
Yeah.
So these are typically trade packs, and then they get sold in groups of...
Yes, I did a lot of research when we first got these in, because these were what we first got into work with the super duos, because they fit beautifully in between the super duos. And I did a lot of research on pricing, and I was finding it was really difficult to compare because I was having to find a price for 48 and then divide that price by 48 and times it by 600 to work out if our prices were anything like theirs, and we were coming out really all the time.
Dramatically lower.
Yeah, all the time.
We are working with completely known brands of beads, and when it comes to, you know, gemstones, we're going to some amazing suppliers and sometimes directly with the mines. And here with these beads, we're working with some of the best brands that you can possibly get. So 600 is usually a trade pack. So there's nothing to stop you if you are thinking, oh, I'd quite like a few of those. Get it, keep 100 for yourself, and then sell them on a very well-known auction website.
Yep.
Now they should be $26.95. Oh my goodness, you're getting below trade price as well, surely, because they're doing to $16.95.
Wow.
£10 off, £10 off tonight, £10 off. New studio price, new studio £10 off. Could I see the call screens, please? Thank you, doll. Okay, well, we did have just over, we had less than 30, we've now got less than 20. Hello to loads of you there. We're going to sell out. So this is a trade pack that you're getting the opportunity to own tonight. Sarah, that is inside info that I did not know that now I want. That's exciting.
And if you do price compare these, you need to price compare exactly the right ones, because these are the gold-plated ones.
Okay.
So you may find gold-coloured ones at a different price point, but these are the gold-plated ones, so you need to be comparing gold-plated ones exactly.
Excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze.
Because the plating on them, you know, it's a precious metal plating on top of those beads, and then it's got a coating on top of it to protect it. So there's an awful lot of work goes into making these.
Wow.
So, you know, you've got that precious metal in these beads.
Amazing, because yeah, of course you've got your actual gold plating in there as well.
Yeah.
Jeanette, how's Cornwall this evening, darling? Is it wet and windy and fabulous?
I haven't been to Cornwall for years. I really need to go back.
I'm sorry, Becky. Sorry, everybody, but groundbreaking news. Speak to Vicky Carr. She researched a new kettle for 3 months and it boils in seconds. She researched a new kettle for 3 months. Has she not got 3 children?
Evidently, her husband was looking after them at that point.
It boils in 3 seconds. I'm going to give her a text tomorrow. How did she research it for 3 months? Well, in future, I'm going to get Vicky to do my research, because quite frankly, I haven't got time for 3 seconds. Never mind 3 months, but if a kettle, you know, if that boils in 3 seconds, I'm having that, thank you very much. Do we know said name of said kettle? Of such a, I'd have that for Christmas. But I still like the idea of having me tap, because that's instant, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, these are gorgeous. I completely agree them. Ooh. Sorry, folks. I keep thinking I'm going to sneeze. These are amazing. They're really, really stunning. So you've got a drill hole. Well, effectively, it's not a drill hole such because it's not been drilled, but you have a hole going through the centre of these. They are fab. They're really fab. Thank you, doll. gorgeous. Okay, we're down to less than 30. Right, final 30. Well, less than 30. Could I see the call screens again, please, producer Becky? Thank you, darling. So they are genuine natural labradorite that have been, essentially, it's almost like they're amazing. Hang on. So these are actually sewn onto what looks like woven balls of thread.
I haven't really had a good close-up look at one.
If you see that one.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's got like a form inside it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Those cluster beads are fabulous. I have them in spinel and garnet too, and I'm going to make a chainmail set with them. Oh, that is going to look stunning. That is going to look stunning. Could I see the call screens, please, Becky doll? Thank you. Okay, we've now got less than 20 of these available. They are so beautiful.
These are beautiful. If you like the idea of working with our smaller gemstone beads, but maybe you haven't got the dexterity to be able to make your own.
That's a good point,
or
yeah.
to be able to, for me, I'm always looking for the quickest way to be able to make jewellery, because for me, if I'm making to sell on, my time, I have to add that into the cost of my jewellery making.
Are you selling much this Christmas?
I'm doing some charity work this Christmas. So, yeah. For me, the quicker I can make things, the better price I can pass on, and the more chances I've got of making those sales as well. Whether it be for charity or if you are, doing, if you've got a stall or an outlet somewhere that you're working from. For me, if you've got something pre-made like that, you can just make it very, very simple. You can literally put a head pin through there, an eye pin, loop really on either side, tassel of beautiful sterling silver chain from the bottom on a sterling silver necklace. Really quick piece of jewellery, but it's got the high wow factor, high-end wow factor.
Because you could definitely, well, they are handmade still.
Yes.
And just because you haven't made them, but you've brought them in for your collection, a pendant and a pair of earrings with little tassels like that. I do tassels. Okay, let's have a look at these. These are really stunning, where you've got a base metal of 925 sterling silver and then a 9-carat rose gold plating over the top. They're filigree ball spaces and they're 8mm in their diameter. I'm going to get them in a pack of 3. They've got a really substantial size hole in as well, so these are going to be very versatile with different threading materials you may choose to use, including your 1mm leather cords. I need to get some more leather cords in. I need to get some more ribbon in. I need to get some of those thread spools in.
Definitely. I just actually thought the other day when I went to go get some ribbon out of my collection that I hadn't seen ribbon for ages. So that's something I'd
tell you what would be fab is if you want to message me, Lucy Nicholls Presenter on Facebook. If you find me on there and you want to message me your wish lists, I always pass them on, and they're starting to come through, people's wish lists. So seed beads we used to get asked for all the time. I'd like to say I took, it was me. No, lots of us were wanting seed beads. But do pass it on. So if you want to message me, Lucy Nicholls Presenter, it's NICHOLLS. I would love to be able to help you get the items that you want to see, and then you can get them at Jewellery Maker prices, which is brilliant. So these filigree little balls, you can actually fill these as well, can't you?
You can. So if you've got some of the smaller seed beads, for instance, you can put them actually through where the drill hole is, or the hole for your carrying thread. You can actually fill them, and then when you put your, if you put a little bead on either side, like a little Swarovski crystal, for instance, that will stop them from coming back out again.
Of course, yeah, because that is a substantially larger hole, so if they just go through there, they're not going to be able to peep through any of the other holes. They are really, really stunning. 0800 644 655. Could I grab a needle once again? Thank you, darling. $13.95. No, they're not. No, they're $7.95. Oh, wow. Brilliant saving. Down to $7.95 from $13.95. Sam, are you okay? Sam, are you okay?
Sorry, yes. Sorry,
she's okay. Ah, hi Sarah, I'm doing my first fair on Sunday. Oh, Angela, what would you say is the best starter and easy jewellery to sell? Thanks. Oh, Angela, on Sunday. Oh, how exciting.
So for me, things that always sell really well are things that people can actually come and sort of touch and have a look at. So,
Yeah.
you know, things like you might have earrings that are packed. So I pack my earrings onto cards and I put them inside little bags so that they can go into a basket and people can actually have a look at them. And I normally do one pair such and such a price, 2 pairs is a discounted price, 3 pairs is an extra big discounted price, and so forth. So people actually want to have a look through all the earrings, but they're all packed and protected so that they...
Great idea.
And then they can feel like they're interacting with the jewellery. Have your, you know, your wow factor pieces behind you maybe or up high, but have things that people want to come towards the stall and have a look and actually feel like they can interact with you a little bit as well. So have pieces that people can actually pick up and have a look at and things like that. For me, I started off with things like stretchy bracelets and memory wire bracelets, which are great because, of course, one size fits all. And also sort of quite classic pieces that aren't going to be overpowering for someone to buy and gift. So, you know, the wow factor pieces are brilliant, but they're normally for someone who knows exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah.
They're really confident in buying that piece of jewellery for somebody else. Whereas if you're buying for someone who maybe don't know their style, classic pearl pendants, for instance, will always sell incredibly well. Yeah.
And for me, when I first started selling genuine gemstone pieces, it was always amethyst would be a good one because I think it's easily recognisable for people who are browsing, and also they can just trust, you know, an amethyst, and we have got some amethyst coming up in this hour as well. Okay, let's move on to, pardon? Because someone you said Play-Doh. I was like, we don't sell Play-Doh. I love the smell of Play-Doh. Not going to stab myself out.
No, I should leave it there.
Right, I'm going to do a strand of Jadeite. This will sell out. It categorically will sell out. It's going to go to the lowest price ever, and it's one of the most in-demand size bead sizes that we will ever do, and it's a 6mm round. I want this strand in my life. It is beautiful. Now, jade is known as the protector gemstone. It's believed if somebody is wearing it, it's something negative happening to them emotionally or physically. It's my absolute go-to unisex gemstone if I'm going to give a genuine gemstone piece of jewellery or a bookmark or a bag charm or a key ring. And it's the Burmese jade. 75% of the world's most expensive jadeite comes from Burma. The most expensive single gemstone piece of jewellery in the world ever retailed was Burmese jadeite. You have got the most prestigious and highly prized and sought after gemstone in the market. Right, how many have we got, Becky? Okay, could I see the call screens, please? And have you put the price on the website? Okay, we're going to go straight in and just remind me of that price again. Yeah, this has got to be one of the lowest prices we've ever done for genuine Burmese jadeite. Grab it as soon as you can and bulk buy. Welcome to Jewellery Maker this evening. If you've just tuned in, oh my goodness, it's $11.95 for genuine Burmese jadeite. I don't know where else on planet Earth, I don't know how any other company could do it. So, it's believed as well when you start wearing jade, tradition would go that actually once it's been made, it needs to be washed in a fresh water or certainly just washed so it takes away all the energies of the person who's made it, and the next person to touch it is actually the person it belongs to. So it's quite nice if you're selling your jewellery like Angela is on Sunday, if you have any jadeite there and people say, oh, what's that? Or you could even say, people can go, this is jadeite, it's known as the protector gemstone. And traditionally within the Chinese and the Maori culture, people actually wear this and buy it specifically as a protector gemstone. And tradition would be that you actually very rarely would wear jadeite for yourself. Jadeite is traditionally given as a gift. It's given as the gift of protection. 0800 644 655. $100 carats.
Just thinking, if you are, you know, again for selling on, you know, if you've got 3 pieces of this and you bought any of our chain that comes on reels or anything like that, you could quite simply just put 3 of these in the middle of a sterling silver bracelet. How beautiful. or you know, just 2 for a pair of earrings with some beautiful silver spacer beads top and bottom, or if you got those rose gold ones as well, they would be beautiful.
Yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Thank you, great advice. I've made lots of earrings and stretchy bracelets so far. Angela, you're on to a winner with that one. Can you do us a favour? Let us know how you get on. Yeah? Good luck. Your first one's always quite a daunting experience, and you'll never forget it. I remember mine distinctively. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember mine. I was petrified the night before. So if you've got time, pack everything 2 days before if you can, because then you can go back the next day and just check it all again, and you absolutely got peace of mind. Then you've got everything packed. Don't forget your things like your float and an extra change and all that sort of thing, and a flask of tea or coffee.
A bit of chocolate.
And a bit of chocolate, yeah.
A few biscuits. Yeah. It's always quite good as well just to have, definitely, even if you think you've done everything, definitely take your tools.
Yeah.
Because you never know, there might just be a little adjustment, or a jump ring hasn't quite closed enough and you go, oh, I just need to tweak that.
Yeah.
Do not forget to take your tools with you. And also, it just shows that you genuinely made it. It's quite nice to have your tools out, and then it shows that you've given your time to the pieces. This jadeite, I've got to say, has blown me away.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
That is absolutely gorgeous. I'd wear that just as a simple strand necklace, you know. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Looks gorgeous against your skin tone.
Oh, well, I might have to have that. Becky, you know those silver stars that I showed earlier? We didn't do them. If we can find them, can we do them? Because I'd love that as a single necklace, and then the big star.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
A single gemstone necklace and then that big star, that'd be gorgeous. Hello, Angela, you got them. Well done, my lovely. And Sandria, and Jane, and Kana, and Kathy. Those of anonymous shoppers, and Carol, and Gillian. Have we got the stars? Hallelujah. Look. Thank you, lovely. Oh, I've got 2 lots. Ooh. Oh, I seriously want these.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I need this in my life. And if you have a look, this is the large star. Oh, yeah. I'm obsessed with stars at the moment. How lovely is that as a necklace? You are a star. Pop it on a jump ring. That's
it. It really just, you know, changes it, doesn't it? You know, and you could have it, you know, if you wanted to, you could almost put an S clasp on there and have it so you can hang it over the strand, and if you don't want it, you take it off again.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got that flexibility if you want to be able to change your strand. You know, you want it as that sort of every day, you're going to wear it every day and never take it off, and then you want to be able to change it, so because you're going out in the evening, just to have a little bit more of a wow factor, just to pop that on.
Are we going to do these stars? Can we? Except I sort of don't want to. Can you jot the code down for both of these for me, please? Because if there's any left, I categorically want them. And that jadeite, to be fair.
Yeah, that jadeite's cool.
I haven't had a staff delivery for about a week.
Getting withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah. I bought a ton of silver chains. Oh, I'm doing Christmas is easy for me on the jewellery front this year. Silver chains make pendants, done.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to do, which of the stars we're going to do first, Becky? Should we do the ones I've just featured? So we've got 2 packs, one of which I'll show you. You get 3 of these in a pack, and we'll do those in a moment. Okay, we're going to do these second, but I'll just give you a heads up that they're here because I think they work so beautifully with the first lot. And then the first lot are these ones. And what I love about these, you can stamp onto them.
You can, yeah, definitely. They've got quite a sizable space in the centre that's workable. So, you know, you can probably get, depending on the size of your stamps, of course, you know, you may get across there, you may get 3 or 4 characters if you've got some smaller stamps. So it's quite a workable area.
Yeah. So that's the larger. Then you go to the medium size.
I think these would be beautiful for if you wanted to just put initials on them. Around a charm bracelet, different people, you know, every sort of all the people in your family, or you know.
Yeah, and then so you get 2 of the medium size and 2 of the small. So 1 of the large, 2 of the medium, 2 of the small. I'd have the large to symbolise Drew, the medium to symbolise me, and the 2 little ones to symbolise Charlie and Freddie, my little munchkins. Yeah, cute. I'm feeling all sentimental and I'm missing one. I just want to eat their faces. Please, coins, please. I'm begging people not to buy them. Or someone to get a pack for me. I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's actually quite annoying. These are gorgeous. Can you take the code down, Becky, just in case there's a 1 pack available at the end of the show? Thanks. She's saying no, there won't be, but I will do. Okay, let's do the hollow ones. I would like these as well, please. I'm talking like this because this is how I talk to Freddie.
Oh, these are lovely.
That's an amazing idea, Ben. You could definitely use cerulean with these, yeah. I quite like the idea of using these on a headdress. Talking about headdresses, oh my word, that's amazing, Sarah. Wait till you see her next kit, stunning. So you're going to get 3 of these in a pack. They're 16 millimeters in diameter. They are solid 925 sterling silver. Do you know what? I quite like the idea of these on a soft grey jumper and just tacked on. Like on a V-neck jumper, one in the centre and then one there and one there. You know, and they're just like a bit cosy, soft grey and then just little, oh yes, oh.
So I'm thinking of attaching those to a shepherd's hook with a loop and then through the centre, just a little tiny loop of those black microfaceted spinel that are there.
Here.
Yeah, and then on the bottom, just so that would go through that central bit. And then on the bottom there, your favourite gemstone or, you know, a large Swarovski crystal, or if you've got those Labradorite cluster beads, one of those on the bottom.
Yes. Could I see the call screens on these ones, please, Becky? ZKRF94. We're going to sell out of these ones as well. Hello, Rosalind. Hello, Sandria. Again, if I could get the code for these as well, please, Becky. I don't want them to sell out. They're really lovely. I'm going to get a pack of 3 of those. I really like those. I really, really like. I love stars. Okay. Which one? Today's must-have. What's wrong with you, woman? Come on!
I'm trying to be very discreet. I've got a cup of coffee down here.
Why would you be discreet? Have a cup of coffee. It's Jewellery Maker.
Right.
We're all mates. We don't do any of that.
You won't mind.
Proper telly stuff. Do you know what? If it's good enough for Phil and Holly, it's good enough for us. And they have a brew on set.
Oh, that's
they
all
copied
right,
us.
That's all right then. I shan't
They
feel
copied
too
us.
bad.
Because usually it'd be like croissants and orange juice and things. It'd just be props. No. Since we started at Jewellery Maker, everyone has a brew on screen now. Got to be done. Right, these are your micro-faceted black spinel, which we've been raving about. And haven't they gone with everything we've featured so far in the show? They go with everything. They are really, really stunning. And they sparkle amazingly. Two by 1 millimeters. There is a 30 centimeter strand. Oh, it's stunning. I would just use, you could use that, space beads. It would be very typical of Deb Rudge, one of our designers, to wear that as a very slim bracelet. She wears a lot of stacker bracelets. That perhaps with little silver beads on the end of it. Maybe even, do you know what, actually? Oh, how good. Oh, this is so the look that I would wear. I'd make that into a slim bracelet. And I put one of those star charms on.
You know, you know the true twos, the gold ones that we just did. Just one of those, then a spinel, one of those. Oh, very nice.
Oh, yeah. Go on, show that text. Who's called me unprofessional? Angela. That's what I love about you guys. The unprofessional manner is awesome. It's what we've perfected. It's quite an art, you know. It's the thing is, though, we're still professional because we deliver the TV programme and we don't swear and we get the job done. You just don't need to do it in a regimented set format, but some people like that. So there are shopping channels and other TV channels that offer that, and we just do it a bit differently. So, which is why people like it. I like it. Do you like it?
I do. I think
we like it.
You feel like you draw it in because
Yeah, we're all
if it's all too starchy, if you like, you feel like you're not part of it, are you?
Too starchy. Like that word, starchy. Yeah. 12. Thanks. 12 carats. Now this is really, really beautiful. It is seriously beautiful. And do you know what? When I first saw it, I knew it was from Thailand. There's something about the consistency of the luster, so that consistency of the colour and your sparkle that you get from a Thai spinel that's incomparable to any other spinel. It's exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. This is the one to own. What price are we going to, Becky? We're going under £15. Yeah. So if you'd like to call it right now and get it for $5.95, then I think you definitely should. I think you should do it. I think you should just go for it. Life's short. Life's too short to be boring, and life's too short to be not getting this. No. How is it? Where's this year? Where has the year gone? Where has the year gone? This year has flown by.
It has. Completely.
Does that just happen? Every year you become a grown-up a bit more? Every year you're a bit old. Does it go quicker? Yeah. But you've had a really long year then, haven't you, Carrie? Because they're just still young. Yeah. Does it feel like a long year to you?
Yeah.
Does it?
Oh, crikey.
No, Charlie
really
can still remember everything from last Christmas. No, I feel like it's gone incredibly quick. Incredibly quick. $5.95. Look at that sparkle. They are stunning, absolutely stunning. Remember, spinel is known as the master of disguises. What? You see, when's your Christmas CD out? I think you could give Adele a run for money. Loving the new set. Thanks, Julie. Well, yeah. There's no plans just yet. I'll consult with my manager, Becky, after the show. Becky, we need to get a date for the release. Yeah? Jewellery Maker producer / music producer. She can do that. Sara Elvin on backing vocals. She might join me for a duet on track 3.
I think it'll take your sales right down.
No, it'd be amazing. Don't ever change, Lucy. One of the best things about Gem is it's being so relaxed. We buy because we want to, not because we're scared not to. Susan, you see, when we started this, at least JM and guest designers have personality. Well, Deborah, that's it. You see, when I started the channel, because I did, I was determined, and I'm not saying that I didn't start it single-handedly by any means. Can you have a sample of my Christmas music? Maybe, yeah. I was determined that I just thought, you know what, we're missing a trick somewhere in the shopping telly world. But I think you watch shopping telly a lot of the time. You know, I think I really got into it and I really appreciated how different shopping telly could be when I had just had my first little boy and I was up most of the night. And it's good company. If it's good TV, it's good company. And we're all mates, aren't we? Why? It shouldn't be us and them like you do get on some TV programmes. I don't like it. We're all human beings. Let's have a laugh. Let's have a brew. Have your cup of coffee. Come on, it's going cold. Amazing. Christmas CD. Do you know I've been playing Michael Bublé all day? Do you want some? Sorry, what? Sorry. Do you want some beats? Hey, chuck us some beats, Ben. Okay. Not really feeling it, Ben. Are you feeling that? No, me and my music partner aren't feeling
You know
that.
what that reminds me of? You know, I don't know if your school's got keyboards and they had those pre-recorded beats,
Yeah.
and they were always a bit bassing over
and then you
various
go,
different things.
And then you lay another one on top.
Yeah.
Anyway, what sort of beat do I require? I think we'll give it a miss for tonight, Ben. We're good for the beats, thank you. The faceted rondelles. Okay, then can we possibly do... Is that a mystic coated highlight? Look at that. I'm going to show it to you with this amethyst. Even though it's mystic coated highlight, I think there's something a bit Moroccan-y about it.
Very
Do you know what I mean?
all the lanterns and
Yeah.
all the glass work and
Yeah. I love that combination. We're going to do this in just a moment, but this is Zambian amethyst. Zambian amethyst, natural amethyst that has the most incredible natural depth of colour. The code on this is EPYY32, and they are a 2x1 to a 4x3, and it's a 30cm strand from gemstone to gemstone. They're beautifully faceted. These for me, this is gemstone jewellery making in a strand. It sums it up. You've got beautiful genuine gemstones, completely natural, a great size to work with, a variety of sizes to give you the versatility, and it's ready to go. 30cm strand, it's 25 carat strand. And I think this is the perfect gemstone. If you're just starting jewellery making for the very first time, welcome to Jewellery Maker. You only need to spend $4.95 to get your free gift from us, and these are $6.95. So with your first purchase, we're going to send you a completely complimentary gift worth over £20. That includes all of your essential tools. It includes all of your DVD to get you started, project cards. It includes we're doing finding packs in there, loads of things to get you started, all of your threading materials. So you could get this home, get that pack, and be able to make a piece of jewellery immediately, because you could make a pair of earrings as soon as you get it. You've got the know-how and the ingredients to do so.
And that's the first thing I ever made, was a head pin with a loop on the top, shepherd's hook, very simple earrings. So that's the first thing I ever made. And then I made a very simple strung bracelet and a very simple strung neckline piece. And from this, you know, and with your free gift, you'll be able to get started and make those earrings straight away. And you literally can just watch the little section on the DVD.
Yeah.
And you can watch it as many times as you need to. And, you know, don't be afraid to have a go.
Go for it. Yeah. Absolutely go for it. Could I see the call screens, please? And we've, Chris in Hampshire, your new nickname is now Lustachi. B. Diddy, you have produced a great show this evening. I agree with Susan. Please don't ever change. Thank you so much. That's really... You know, I couldn't be a nicer compliment. Thank you so much. All of the presenters' professionalism comes with their vast knowledge and the enthusiasm with which they present the programme. Love you all. Jane, we're feeling the love tonight. Let's raise a cuppa to that. Yeah. You haven't got a cuppa, have you, Carrie?
No.
Oh. Do you want my herbal tea? No. I've got 2 cups on the go. I don't. Because I've still got a sore throat. Oh, I've had this cold. Has anyone else had this cold? It's been going on, I've had it for about 2 weeks. I'm bored of it now.
I had it a while back and it just took a while to shift.
Mm.
Yeah, it sort of goes and then it just sort of hangs around, really.
That's it, it's just hanging around, hanging around. Oh, I know what I needed to ask you. I said, hang on, leave it with me. When I saw my friends there in the playground today, I said, leave it with me. I'll ask the viewers at work, because everyone will know, because they're fabulous viewers. I want to go to, so we live in Warwickshire, and I want to go to a really good Christmas, not a market, not an outdoor market, you know, in like a National Trust building, or a really lovely Christmas fair that runs for a few days. I'd like to go to one. Can you recommend one? No, I want to go shopping, Ben. Yeah. I want to buy stuff and sample mini mince pies and little tastes of port and a little Baileys and things, and not drive. Of course I've been to the German market in Birmingham. I don't want to go outside. I don't like being cold.
They've not got the little places you can go in and have the mulled wine. They've got the heaters on.
No, it's like, yeah, but no. I don't like doing patio heaters and that sort of thing, because then you get too warm and then you have to take your coat off and then you have to put your coat on and you have to pick your shopping up, and it's just, no, I want to go to a stately home and have, so can anyone recommend one? Because there are ones that I've heard of near to me, but apparently they're not very good. What was that, sorry, Ben? It's not specific at all. You're just not in that genre of shopping. Shall we move on to the Mystic Coated Highlight? Yeah. You know what I mean, don't you? Like craft fairs. I want to go to a proper Christmas craft fair in a stately home with a Christmas tree and free mince pies and drink. Thanks. My cleanse is going to finish on Wednesday next week. I'm doing it for 2 weeks. Wow. It's no alcohol, no sugar, no caffeine. Well, I'm having a bit of caffeine with your cup of tea. Just no nice things. It's working though. I'm getting rid of my sugar craving. That's why I became addicted to chocolate. Anyway, let's have a look at these. Look at them. Oh my goodness. It is totally, I'm transported to, I think I've given this analogy before. Did you ever go to the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul?
Not in Istanbul, but I've been to the souks in Marrakesh.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I can imagine it's a similar feel, so you could basically get anything fabulous there.
Yes.
And they've got the most amazing glassware and mosaics and like the lanterns, the mosaic glass lanterns.
Yeah, you do get some beautiful work, and you get all this sort of silver work that's all hand embellished and stamped and worked and things like that. And I always remember it's just a real sort of assault almost on your senses, because you see all these beautiful things and then you can smell all the spices, and it's just amazing.
Yeah. And it's exactly what this brings in mind to me. And at the same time, it's almost like a bit like a lagoon in a rainforest.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it is stunning, isn't it? The code on this is CRRU87, 115 carats, and it's £17.95. It is stunning. 5x3 up to a 10x5. That is a 19 centimetre strand. Then you've got a genuine natural highlight underneath that coating. Now that coating is actually, that's not going to come off. It's essentially, for want of a better word, impregnated into the top layer of the gemstone. Okay, so we're just sorting out for you. We've got some amazing seed bead offers coming up for you in a little flurry. I've got red seed beads, but not super duos. Should we do the red seed beads? Okay, well done on getting those highlights. Now, the other day on the show, who was I with? I was with Jo on the show, and she's just amazing with seed bead work, and she had done little Santas. Little Santas with red seed beads and black. Actually, you could do it with black spinel as well. They were gorgeous little designs. Oh, and I do have some red super duos as well. But these are the red orange seed beads, which are size 11s. They're gorgeous. Like caviar. I know caviar's. Is caviar black? What are the red ones that are a bit?
The salmon caviar or something like that.
I don't know.
Cod roe or something, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. No. I would quite like a Tara Masalata. Right, KABD76. Size 11s. This is a 23.5 gram tube. They are by the world famous brand, the Miyuki semi-matte red orange seed beads, size 11s. £2.95. Oh, add them onto your order, and they're going to be gorgeous for your Christmas designs to get that colour in. Even though it's referred to as a red orange, it's a really, for me, it's a vibrant red orange, isn't it?
It is. It's just a real pop of colour. But you know, I love the fact that when you use seed beads, you can choose to use as many or as few as you want in a design. So if it's a brighter colour, sometimes you really want that pop of colour, or sometimes you can use it with something like, if for instance I was to put it with these ones.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You can see that that's going to change that pop of colour completely and give you a little bit more of a muted palette. There you go.
And you go a bit more festive with that one there.
So, and it is, you can sort of blend the palette with them. So, you know, if you're using these alongside of the different colours, when you see it, like the necklace we had earlier, where we had those super duos with the 2 different colours and you couldn't quite work out where one bead stopped and the next one started, you get that when you're sort of blending a palette of seed beads. You get this different sort of colour tones coming through depending what you put next to them. They do change and pick up the colours.
Yeah, have a little play around with them. They were really gorgeous, amazing price. Okay, we are just going to quickly do these red super duos. Look at these. I'm obsessed with that design that you did of a necklace earlier, Sarah. I think it was so stunning.
These would look gorgeous. They'd give you a really Christmassy look. If you had, you know, maybe put some gold in there with those, just, you know, those gold size 11s you just showed with the red ones. If you put those with there, I think they would look amazing.
Oh, very classy. Do you know, I looked at them and immediately, you know, when something can evoke a memory. Do you remember cherry lips?
Oh,
the sweets.
Yeah.
Where did cherry lips go?
You can get them at the sweet shop
Can you?
near me. Yeah, I've got an old-fashioned sweet shop.
Yeah, I've got a couple of old-fashioned sweet shops in Stratford. I wonder if they've got cherry. I don't actually like them. I quite like the smell. Yeah. I'd always go for chocolate. Yeah, these are really lovely. It's a really deep, rich red, and they're $4.95. IAB D41. Super Dew is 2.5 by 5 millimeters. Over half the stock has gone. Oh gosh, we are really busy. Hello, Lydia, my darling, and Jennifer, Sue, and Lena, Crazy Cat Lady, and Paul, Dragon Freak. Can I just say these are the names that you're giving to yourselves? I'm not naming you, Dragon Freak, Paul. Paul, I don't think you've ever shopped from me before. This name is not familiar to me. And you have named yourself this. Okay.
Maybe he makes wirework dragons, like Alice and Tammy.
Is it
Wirework
really
dragons.
our own Paul from here?
Paul Demers.
No, he doesn't live in Hampshire. Hello, Avril and Donna and Sarah and Christina and Maria and Carol and Suze. These are amazing. $4.95. If you have got these in your basket, check your basket out. We're about to sell out of those. Okay. Can we do our star buy now? Let's do our star buy. I love these because you can make flowers with them, you can have them as single drops.
Yeah, I just love the impact of them, and the faceting on them is just amazing.
They're lovely to make, fabulous tassels, aren't they?
They are. But if you wanted to, you know the necklace we did in the first kit, where I had the drops with the Swarovskis.
Yes,
These
with the
dropping.
pearls.
Yes, with pearls, sorry, yes. And I had, you could literally change the pearl for one of these at the bottom of those drops.
Yeah, lovely. They are stunning. Gosh, they're stunning. Brazilian. Now with Brazilian amethyst, so I'll just talk you through quickly the difference. Our 2 locations we primarily buy amethyst from and go to the suppliers are Zambia and Brazil. And Zambian you tend to associate with deep richness of colour. And Brazil, you get what you're seeing here, this internal glow and this clarity. And the reason being is they actually form in slightly different ways. In Zambia, well, first of all, you should probably know that amethyst is a member of the quartz family. And quartz likes to form in it likes to snuggle in and grow. Okay, so it likes to find a very compact place, snuggle in, and then it starts to form. And in Zambia, the amethyst is found in deep crevices where tectonic plate movement has formed. And where these gaps occur, that's where the quartz will then nuzzle in, snuggle in, and then grow into these beautiful amethysts. In Brazil, it's a slightly different scenario because we tend to find them in geodes. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with what a geode is, it's essentially, you can get them in tiny sizes, you can get them as huge, enormous, like bigger than the studio boulders. And what tends to happen though, they're typically found in very large Easter egg sizes. And what you would find that is usually solidified lava bubbles. But in the process of that solidifying, quartz has been able to get in, nuzzle in, and then my husband, who's a gemologist, likes to say that they are like little wombs for amethyst because they are completely protected like these little cocoons. And because it is so protected and being allowed to grow, you don't get as much of the saturation of colour, but there's nothing to then affect. So where the Zambian amethyst forms, where you've got this depth of colour, you still are going to get ever so slight movement. So you're going to get a few more inclusions where pressure has affected it. With the amethyst from Brazil, it's been cocooned in these geodes, so very little disturbance has taken place. So you get the clarity and you get the zing and the wow. And that's, just look at these. They're beautiful. And then they've been taken from the geode pieces to then be faceted and drilled, ready to create these beautiful droplets. And they go from a 10 by 6 up to a 15 by 9. And that's your difference between your Brazilian and your Zambian. Cool, hey? The code is LJGK54. Right, could I see the call screens, please? Oh, they're going down, they're going down. They're going down 795, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 of these on a strand and a 795. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. If you've never joined us before, we are your one-stop shop for all of your jewellery making needs. Now, we might not have everything that you need all in one go, but that's the nature of how we buy. We always get the deals that are out there in the industry. So watch throughout a week and you'll get the most incredible variety of products, and certainly when you get to see over a whole month, and then you've joined us for years, we really do have the most incredible array of products for you. $7.95. I'm glad you got these, Suzette. I was thinking about you, these ones. And Jane, Sandria, Mandy Sue, Josephine, Jill. Now we're going to go to a break. When we come back though, we have got Sarah's next kit, and it is a strikingly beautiful kit that takes us onto a journey that passes jewellery into headwear as well. So don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a quick cuppa. I've got my herbal tea ready to go, and we'll see you in a tick.
It couldn't be easier to buy from Jewellery Maker with all the information you need right there on screen. From the item code and the product description, right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people?
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Hello, hello. So thank you so much for joining us this evening, and you'll be thrilled that you did. If you are new to jewellery making, a couple of times in every show, and our shows being, we have the morning show, it's live from 8 till 1, we have the mid show, which is live from 1 till 6, and then we have the late show, which you're joining us for now, which is live from 6 till 10. And each show has usually at least 2 kits that have been incredibly worked, and designs have been created from the kits by our amazing designers. I am joined tonight by Sara Elvin. Just talking about Christmas Day.
Yes.
What she's going to do, she's going to go to the pub, stick the dinner in, go to the pub when she comes back, the dinner's ready.
Yeah.
I do it this year. I feel like the boys are, it's just sleep times when you've got babies.
I just, when mine were little, when they woke up, we did Christmas. I didn't wake them up, or or if they needed a nap, they had a nap. So we just kind of worked around it, but didn't try and force the day into a certain structure. But now they're well, teenagers now, nearly grown up. Nearly grown up.
Sarah's got to be a grown up now. She's got teenagers. So, in your house, do you like to go glam or cosy?
If I'm going out, I'll be glam. Later on, I might be cosy. Might put me.
Put your onesie on.
I don't own a onesie. Jammies.
In your jammies, do you have new Christmas jammies?
Do have, they go up, they're Christmas Eve. We have a Christmas Eve basket, and you get new jammies and hot chocolate if you're the children, and you get new jammies and something.
Do you know what?
else
I've never
if you're
done
an
it before,
adult.
and I think we're going to start doing it this year.
Yeah.
I love a new pair of jammies. I love pyjamas, my favourite thing to buy. Right, the reason I'm talking about that though, and whether you're going glam or not, is because this look now is just an all-season kit in terms of its colour combination, but also you can make very beautiful, very glamorous jewellery. Can we please have a look at Sarah's jewellery? Oh, woman. That is gorgeous. So we're going to get this material?
Yes, yes. Yes, you're going to get the ultra suede, which is on the backing.
Yeah.
And the ribbon, which makes the base, the top part. And
Yeah.
you're going to get all the bits you need.
Oh, we just need to pop part of that necklace down. It's just popped up a little bit.
Do you want me to do that?
I
This
suppose,
second.
yeah, you're closest. It just needs one of your seed beads just at the front.
See.
Just there.
There we
we
go.
go.
That's it. Behave yourself.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
There we go.
So you've created the most amazing hairband.
Yes.
You said as well that you can then put elastic on so it will sit on the head
Yes.
nicely.
Now, unfortunately, I'm going to be honest, I ran out of time. After I'd sewn it
Spent
all,
7 hours on it.
I ran out of time because it's all backed. It's all backed with the ultra suede, which I'm quite happy to show you. So I'll take it off there and show you
Yes,
and everything in a
please, yeah.
second. And so to get that done, didn't have time to put the elastication.
Elastic.
That's it. The elastication in the back, which I would have covered with seed beads.
Okay.
So do you want me to show you that? I can unpin it.
Yeah, let's have a look while we're on that
Yes.
one. Might as well see. So
Yeah.
the kit, you're going to get the opportunity to buy all the components for the kit in just a moment. I hadn't realised that we were actually stocking this ribbon that it comes on as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would make a gorgeous. Oh, you could do a band for this, like, you know, when you get an empire line dress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which just Ben's all about the empire line dress, aren't you, Ben?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he likes an
Oh, yeah.
empire line.
Just take the pins out so I don't stab myself with them.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't really leave it on telly.
Okay, so we've got, that's the front of it. So you've got this beautiful cross grain ribbon.
Do you know what? I have been looking, because I've got a few special occasions where I've got some dresses that I've worn before and how I want to change them. And I have been looking at pieces like this that you do then sew onto
Yeah.
outfits. And that would probably cost about £60 just for that piece to sew on there. I'm not talking about plastic. These are, you know, proper Miyuki seed beads. For a complete handmade piece like that,
Yeah.
that would be just gorgeous, wouldn't it?
So there's the back, so you can see that it's completely lined as well. So that's the lining in there. So it's all sewn in, lined completely.
It's actually going to be really comfy on your head as
That's
well.
it.
Oh, go on, whack it over.
You sure?
Yeah,
There
I'd
you go.
rather you didn't get anywhere near my head, but I will put this on.
Because it was
Take it-
sort of 1920 sort of style.
Yes, and then you could go a little bit.
Yeah. But equally, it could be a choker if you wanted to wear it as a choker.
I want to do it like an empire
yeah,
liner.
definitely.
Yeah.
But it could equally be a choker.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So
Like that.
You've got the options of being able to do that, and all I would have done to make the headband is literally sew elastic with seed beads backwards and forwards, so that you could actually just pop it onto your head.
Oh, Sarah, I really like that. I really, really like that. Do you like that? I like that. Like that. That is stunning design. So, in terms of the stitches that you've used on that, do they have names? Those
no.
stitches.
Well, the one around the outside does.
That little.
Yeah. So
fringing.
the fringing around here, this is a peyote edge stitch.
Yeah.
So we've got peyote edge stitch on there. Not peyote, the fringed edge stitch. These ones, I've just taken the tile beads, the tiller beads, and actually sewn them together. And I can show you how to do that if you want to know how to do that. I was going to do a different one, but I can show you.
Central piece is just
I know, it just catches the light, doesn't it?
like a checkerboard dance floor.
And then you've just got the back stitch edging round each of the squares. So you've got the back stitch edging, which you would do if you were doing bead embroidery. Do you want to do this one? Right.
Well, I want to own every single one of them. We'll have a look at all of them, and then we'll bring the
good.
items on screen as well. And then
We'll move that out of the way so I can pin it
do
back
you
on.
want to text in which technique you want to
Yeah.
see? Is that okay,
Yeah, that's
Sarah?
fine.
Sarah's fab for being versatile like
Yeah,
that. I'm
definitely.
not literally like just putting on the spot. She's cool with that. They're gorgeous earrings.
Yes. Those ones are using the half tiller beads, so you can see how the sort of different shape. So they're not square. They're 2mm by 5. Sort of tiller beads in there, and they're just really beautiful.
Yeah, they are really beautiful. So,
Yeah.
is that the same technique that's been applied then on the bracelet, but you've put?
It's a similar technique, so that's all done in one, whereas the earrings were done in 2 sections and sewn together, where the bracelet is actually all done in one go.
Okay.
It's a single piece of thread, one beading needle, and you just make the whole bracelet in one go.
Okay.
So you don't have to sort of make each component sew together, whereas the earrings, I found to get the tension right, I needed to make 2 components and sew them together. But just a difference. It's a similar technique, but it's just because it's getting the tension correct in the earrings, I found it easier to make 2 separate components.
Fair enough. Okay. And with the other earrings as well.
Those are the ones that
love the
Vincent
colour
wanted. He wanted square earrings and he couldn't work out how to
Oh,
Those are the
okay.
ones he wanted, was square earrings, and he was really chuffed when I made those, because he was like, oh, they're square, but you started off with a circle. I'm like,
Is that because you've done the technique that you showed us earlier? So when you pull the thread tight, it makes that
Yes.
middle bead pop out a little
it
bit.
does,
That then gives
and
you the
because you're
angle.
using also a double-channeled square, double-channeled bead that is square as well, that helps. So you make that central sort of inside pass where there's a single seed bead between the tillers, and then you use that technique to sort of make the corners pop on this outside channel.
Yeah, that's a really fab technique. And then that necklace, oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. We are going to start bringing details on screen for items that you can purchase. So that necklace that you've got there as well.
Yes. So that's again, it's a single pass through. It's all but it's done in sections. So you do the top part, and then you do the bit that's sort of snuggling the Swarovski crystals, and then you add the drops on afterwards. So it's 3 different sections, but it's all done in one go.
Lovely. Okay, so the jitterbug. You do know the Jitterbug song, don't you? Becky, Kerry? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, they're like so young. I'm very jealous. You have youth on your side, ladies. Oh my goodness, you're not nearly 27. Oh! You're really young. DRGC77. So these are the tiller beads. Now you're going to get all of the different colours that you see that Sarah has used in there, and that is these gorgeous. I'm just going to read them out. So they are all measuring 5mm square or a 5x2. And they're all between 7.2 and 7.8 grams. So you will get the pale cream beads 5x2, which are, they are all half, they're all half tillers?
No. All but one.
No, and then
they're all full tillers apart from one, which is a half tiller.
One which is the half tiller. And what does a tiller bead mean? What is a tiller?
A tiller bead is a tile bead, for want of a better purpose, with 2 drill holes through it.
Ah, so that's the half one at the front just there?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they are basically the same as the full-size ones, just sort of cut in half, basically. So they've still got the 2 drill holes through them, but they are half size.
Half the size.
Yes.
So they are 5x2 millimetres,
Yes.
those. All the others are 5mm squares, and the half ones are 5x2. And the half ones are the silk pale cream. Then you're going to get the dark transparent grey rainbow luster. Then you'll have the matte cream. Then you'll have the silk satin crystal. And finally, it's the white pearl. So, all of those together, they are just amazing. You've got 7.2 grams of all of them, as in each colour is going to give you 7.2 grams. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow.
I think it's fair to say, Sarah, you've really inspired people. Please do text in right now if you've got comments about the kit and if there's any particular techniques that you're wanting to see. We're really busy because, in all fairness, at 9 o'clock in the evening, usually we expect people to start getting ready for bed and winding down for the day. This is real testimony to the inspiration you've given. So thank you so much, Sarah.
I'm so pleased that everyone's getting this, because it's a wonderful set of tiller beads, and the colours are beautiful. They're very easy to work with, and everything will work next to each other. But you can then, if you want to, with this colour palette, you can really spice it up if you want to, and put a really bright tone with it. So we've put, you know, the amethyst CB colours with it, and also sort of grey luster beads with them, but you could put something really bright with this because the colour palette is such that it will take that.
Yeah, and it is just, it's lovely to see it, and we are going to be getting the opportunity to own that ribbon and the backing foundation in just a moment as well. Now, if you've got these in your basket, can I urge you to check your baskets out, because we've got so many people joining us. At $19.95, that's for all of them. It's the jitterbug. Boom, boom. What was that? Sorry, hun. Okay, we're getting most text messages from people saying they want to see how to do the necklace.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
I know. Are you set up? Are you all right to do that? Would you mind passing the necklace over, and I'll have it here. It might just be easier.
There you go.
To grab the shot there, and I know that one is just being a little minx. Little bit of a tip for you. For those of you who are new, for those of you who've been making jewellery for years, you'll be like, yeah, I know. But if you get a piece of jewellery where you've just got a little prong or something just sticking up, like this one here, just being a bit cheeky, best thing you can do is just leave it overnight, or ideally a couple of days with a couple of heavy books on it.
That's it. It's just to do with the sort of tension of the thread at the moment, so it's just because it's brand new made. It was only made a couple of days ago, so it's not relaxed. And when you wear it, it sits a little bit better on the neckline, because of course the busts we use don't have a neck-shaped section around the top of them. It's like slightly smaller, so if it's actually sitting on your neckline,
like a neck for a fairy.
a very small neck.
But
But if it's sitting on your neckline, it's going to sit a lot better.
Can I actually just well, in fact, we'll get Sarah started, and
let me just change over.
Can you grab that shot in camera 2, Carrie, or is that out of shot for you?
Right. Am I using this?
Can you just see there that Sarah's actually continued the beads on to make the bail there? And that's really lovely to carry that feature on. Gorgeous. Gosh, we are so busy! Thank you so much for joining us. Right, so we've had the most requests have been to see this necklace. We've got compliments flying in for you, my lovely. We'll have a look at those very shortly. I'm going to have my herbal tea, which is now a little bit more like pond water because I forgot I had it and now it's gone cold.
Oh, right, okay. So, I'm just trying to remember how I did this, but there we go. I've just set up very quickly.
Do you know what? Let's get the seed bead part in while you're setting up because this very much relies, the necklace uses the tillers that we've already shown to you, that uses 2 of them, but then the big detailing here are the seed beads. So, and then, just so you know, when we've got the Swarovskis. You've got Swarovskis in the collection coming up in a moment. So these are the seed beads that have been used. You're going to get Amethyst Gold Luster, size 11s, 24 grams. Galvanised Silvers, size 8s, 5 grams. Grey Luster, size 11s, 23 grams. And Transparent Smoky Amethyst, size 8, 22 grams. Oh, with a hiccup in between as well. Nice. These are really gorgeous colours. The colour combination has really come into its own when we see the necklace that Sarah's made. Got to say again, it's like you've not touched it.
I know.
These are my
these are my original kit that are on my beading tray as well. I've not actually opened my other kit at all because I didn't need to.
Amazing. So you'll be able to basically create this a few times over.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that neckline piece you could probably create 10, 15 times.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because it uses very few of the tiller beads, and I've used 2 different colours, so you've got 4 different colourways that you could pick. And then,
so you could make the necklace about 10 times over from the seed beads that you've got with the tiller beads?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the seed beads are $12.95. You need to be getting these, you need to be getting these. This is value for money. I'm very excited. Hang on, there's 3. It's $12.95. You can eat, grab it. Amazing. Could I see the call screens for this one, please, my lovely? Loads of goodness me. $12.95. ZPGC00. Thank you so much for joining us. So you have requested, we asked if you would like to text in. The most requests have come in to learn how to do the necklace technique. So that's what we're going to learn.
Okay.
If I can possibly, because I know we've got the overhead camera there, just pop that there for a moment. Yeah. Does that work for you, Director Kerry? Oh, it's like a crown.
It does look like a crown, doesn't it? There you go.
Gorgeous. I've just noticed, actually, your centre points.
Yes.
You've got your Swarovskis.
Yes, the Swarovskis in there, and they're alternating, so the tillers alternate and the Swarovskis alternate as well.
It's a lovely design because the more you look at it, the more you see.
That's the great thing that with seed bead work, is that you can layer. So you can stop at one point and say, that's fine. Like the previous component we made, we said you could stop there and sew those together. But you can then be more elaborate and add more and more on top of it. And that's what creates the interest and the dimension in the pieces of jewellery.
Fab. Okay. Well, it's over to you, Elvin.
Okay. Right. So we pop that over there. So all I've done to start off with is I've started making a little section of the neckline piece. And all that is, I've popped a stop bead on, and it's 10 of the amethyst seed beads and 1 of the silvers and 10. And you do 6 sections on either side. And that's that first little bit. Now, when you do make this, you do need to have, if you want to make it all in one go, you do need a double wingspan of thread, probably plus an extra little bit if you can manage it. So that once you put this first bit in...
How much?
Double wingspan. So
okay.
Double both arms like that, 2 times of thread.
Okay.
So it's a lot of thread.
If you're not happy to work with that amount of thread, can you add in?
Of course you can.
Okay, great.
Yeah, same
Fine.
way we would do with any seed bead design. You'd find a thread bridge where you've got a couple of threads running, do a half hitch knot, run your thread in little circles round through the path you already have, so however far you've got. So for instance, if you've done this first section here, you could then go round and create little circles of thread, which would be very difficult for it to come undone. If you've ever tried to unpick a piece of seed bead work, you'll find it's particularly difficult if you've been working in circles to get your thread unpicked.
Okay.
So that's what we do when we try to hide a thread. And then the same way, I'd work my thread in by going through the thread bridges, through the path, and add the new thread that way. So absolutely fine to add in, no problem at all. If you can manage to do it in one go, it just saves you adding in. So one thing that...
Look at your detail, even on the clasp at the back, the extender.
I always do it
yeah.
because that, for me, because I've got quite short hair at the back, if I'm wearing a neckline piece, quite often you can see the back of my neckline, and I just don't want a piece of jewellery. I would never sell a piece of jewellery that I wasn't happy was finished perfectly, and that little bit, just for me, takes 2 seconds, and it just changes it. Right, okay, so we've got our first little section in.
Yeah.
And now what we need to do is to start adding, we're going to start adding this row of tiller beads in and the Swarovskis underneath. And it's a little bit of a, we're going to go sort of up and down and add them in one circuit. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up one of our tiller beads and we alternate the colours, so have 2 different colours if you want to follow this exactly. If you want, you could do it all in one colour. So I always pick 2 that are quite dramatically different. So I've got the white here and these sort of grey lustry ones as well. So I've picked up one of my grey luster beads. I'm then going to pick up 3 of my size 11s. So, and you could, if you've got a pile of beads, just put your needle through and they'll sort of jump up onto the needle for you. So I've got 3 of those. I'm then going to bring that thread back through the opposite hole in that tiller bead. Now this is the first bead on, so you just need to make sure, because you've got nothing to work against, that you just hold the tiller bead and then pull through, and that will create the tension for you. So that's my first tiller bead in with a little row of beads underneath. I'm now going to pick up, and I've used both drill holes, I'm going to pick up 3 more of the grey. I'm going to pick up my opposite colour tiller bead through one of the drill holes, like so. And that's going to create a bridge between the 2 tiller beads. So if I bring that down, can you see? I've got a little bridge between those tiller beads. I'm now ready to add a Swarovski that's going to bridge the bottom part of these two tiller beads. So I'm going to pick up a clear one. So again, you're going to always alternate. So whatever you've picked up before, you'll pick up the opposite. And then I'm going to go back through the second drill hole of the first tiller we added. And I'm going to pull that through. So if I put that down, can you see now I've got my first section in. So I've got my first tiller bead, my first bridge between the 2 tiller beads, and the first Swarovski crystal in.
Okay.
So to get back to this tiller bead here, I'm going to go through the bridge of the 3 grey seed beads we've added. And don't worry if that becomes quite sort of loose at the moment.
Sorry to interrupt you, Sarah, but we've had a text message about the ribbon and the backing foundation Swarovskis. Yes, we have got it, and yes, we will do it after the demo for you.
Okay. And I'm going to go back down the first drill hole of that tiller bead. Excuse me.
You're right,
Little
lovely.
tickle. No.
Do you want, can I get you a little...
Yes,
would you like a little drink?
Yes, please, if it's possible.
Sam? Please, may we have a little bit of a drink for the talent?
Yes, of course.
I'd offer you some of this, but I've got a really sore throat. I don't want you to catch my lurgy.
That's okay. It'll probably pass in a second. So. Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right. You're only human.
Okay.
What was that? It's another little bit of a song that you don't know because you're so young. Flesh and blood, a man. You're only human. Dee, 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 dee. Right.
So we went through the bridge of the three seed beads we added, back down through the first drill hole of the tiller bead, and then added a bridge of 3 more of my seed beads. So as we did there, and so it's a repeating pattern that I am going to just pick up 3 more of my grey. I'm now going to pick up my alternate tiller bead, like so, and let those fall to the bottom. And again, I'm going to pick up my alternate colour of my Swarovski now. So my alternate colour of my Swarovski is this beautiful midnight, I don't want to say it's black or grey, but it's a midnight colour. Come back up through the tiller bead. So you're just making little circuits all the time, and you're going to come back through the 3 grey seed beads, and if you can do it, and down through the tiller bead. And just every time you do those little sections, just make sure you pull your tension tight, and then you always keep the tension in there, because the Swarovskis are slightly smaller than the 3 seed beads. You just need to pull that tension.
Now, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we are going to bring the other items on screen, so you can just stop and have a drink. There's a big glass of water there for you, my lovely.
Thank you very much.
So, just while Sarah has a quick drink of water, have a look at this. So these are the extra bits and pieces that you are going to be getting. So you're going to get the Ultra Suede foundation, which I'm a little bit obsessed with. The colour of this is bone. Bone. Yeah.
Bone.
Not ivory or anything, it's referred to as bone. It's the colour of bone. And this is 8.5 by 8.5 inches. Then you are going to get 5 metres of the ribbon, and it's referred to as a white grosgrain ribbon. Is that how am I pronouncing it correctly?
That's right, grosgrain.
White grosgrain ribbon, 38 millimetres. It's got a sheen on it there because it's obviously got the cover on it, but it's the same. Oh, you've got one open there. Could I borrow that one? Thank you, my lovely. Oh, it feels so nice. And I've got to say, when I popped that headband on and as a choker as well, just to have the Ultra Suede behind it just made it feel a little bit more cushioned. It was lovely. It works really nicely together. So you're going to be getting these 2. However, you're also going to get the Jitterbug Swarovski crystal bicones. Now look at these. You're going to get 48 of each colour, one of which is the AB crystals, they're 4 millimetres, and the other one is the Silver Night 4 millimetres. BWGC 55. There you go, my lovely. Okay. Are you ready for the price of this? This is ridiculous. It's $19.95 for all of it. 5 metres of the ribbon, and your Ultra Suede, and your 2 lots of genuine Swarovski. 0800 644 655. Could I see the call screens, please, Becky? Thank you, darling. Don't forget, it's only £1 post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. So you can add that to your order. Okay, so are you okay to continue?
No, I'm fine.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it's gone.
Good, okay. Had a cough.
Yeah, it's just a little tickle. You don't want to get a tickle right down the back.
Irritating.
Yes.
Irritating.
So what I've done is I've carried on as if I was going to add my next little section of my neckline piece.
Okay.
So I've added my little loop on there, which I would then be able to add my clasp on, and I've brought my thread back down. So I'm now ready to start adding the next section to the neckline piece. So to do that, so you would do this for as long as you wanted. So it could be a whole neckline piece, or it could just be as like I've done in the centre of that neckline piece. We need to come down to the bottom section, which is where our Swarovskis are running in a line. So this is the top of our neckline, and this is the bottom of our neckline. So I'm just bringing the needle down to the bottom of that neckline.
And if you have just tuned in, we're learning this technique for this necklace right here.
Yeah. I'll bring that in a little bit more so you can see it. There we go.
Perfect, thanks, Al.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a little nest of beads underneath the Swarovskis, which we will then add the drops. So we're going to create a little nest of beads underneath the Swarovskis. And to do that, I'm going to go through the 3 grey seed beads. I don't want to call them grey because they're not really grey. They're beautiful silver colour at the bottom, like so. And then I'm going to use, to create those beautiful little clusters, I'm going to actually use some of the same colour, but in a slightly smaller, which are these beautiful amethyst gold luster beads. And I'm going to pick up 5 of those. So I've got 5 on my needle, and then I'm going to go through the next section of 3 seed beads underneath this tiller bead. Oops. Now, if I can get hold of the first bead, because it's at a slight angle. And you're going to create a little nest of beads running underneath that Swarovski. I don't know if you can see, oh yes, you can see those. And then I'm going to go on to the next Swarovski. I'm just going to do a couple of these and I'm going to show you how to put the drops in underneath. But I need 2 of these little drops of 5 beads first to be able to show you that. So, whoops, 3, 4, 5. And it is really important if you are doing seed bead work, if you've got one of these little mats, it's perfect. And also to be able to count to 5. That's 6 on there. It is important that you do always count your work, because we're going to use the centre bead of the 5 to create the drop. So if there's 6 beads on there, it can throw your design out a little bit. When you're using smaller beads, it's not so sort of difficult, it's sort of important. If you get 1 just out, I wouldn't panic about it. But it is, you know, if you can actually get the right number of beads on there, it's kind of important. And not get your thread tangled up. So if this happens at home, and I know what I've done, I've got the thread has gone round there, there we go. Just take your time, because there always will be a way to get it untangled, and instead of just panicking and pulling the thread and getting yourself into a bigger mess, just take your time just to untangle it. Okay, so I would do that all the way down the neckline. Underneath every Swarovski, I would add 5 of those beads. And I would do that all the way along. So on this section, it's all the way underneath all of the Swarovskis on the neckline. There are 5 of those beads. So I'm just going to come back. So if you imagine, I've gone all the way that way, and I would be coming now back along the bottom. So I'm going to go through the grey or silver. I'm going to come back to the middle of those 5 beads, the 3rd bead, if you like. 1, 2, and 3, like so. And now I'm ready to start to add each of those drops into the neckline piece. So to do that, I'm going to pick up, just bear with me while I count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 of the gold luster amethyst beads onto your needle. Then you're going to pick up 2 of the silver. And then you're going to pick up a Swarovski, one of the darker Swarovskis, and another one of the silver beads. Now, the reason I did this way, this little recipe, is I'm going to miss this seed bead coming back and go through the Swarovski and the 2 silver seed beads on the way back to create so that the beads won't fall off. Okay. It's like a stopper. I'm just going to try and tidy my mat up so you can actually see what's going on. Made a bit of a mess, but there we go.
Not at all.
So now I've pushed all the beads down to the bottom. I'm going to skip this seed bead here, the first seed, if you like, the first seed bead in the return, or the last bead we added. And I'm going to go through the Swarovski and through the 2 silver seed beads. Now this is where people always panic, because that's not tight at the moment. I've not got all my beads pushed up and you can see the thread. If you just push all of the beads down, bar the stopper bead, and hold them between your finger and thumb and pull the thread, they will all sit in a beautiful line and you'll get your tension right. Okay. So that's the easiest way to just push that bead, all the beads down with your finger and thumb, and then pull your thread, and that will put tension, that last bead, back to your work, and you'll have no thread showing. So I've now picked up another 5 of the gold lined amethyst, and I'm going to pick the 3rd bead along in that row of 5 that we added underneath the Swarovski. So it's the centre bead. See, it's 1, 2, the 3rd one is the centre bead. Pull that through and you end up with these beautiful little V-shaped drops. And you would do that all the way along, everywhere you had those little swags underneath the Swarovskis with of 5 beads. So that will give you these little sections here. And you can see that each one, because we've got the 5 beads under the Swarovski, almost creates a cross.
Yeah.
But that was the 5 we added first, and then that's part of this. Each part of the V section will create those little crosses for you. And that's how you do that design.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you'd have created like that.
No, because it looks like you should add that as part of adding those.
Yeah.
But you've add them first, and then you've got a foundation, which gives you a working area. Where if you could do them like this, but it's harder to keep the tension of the work. Whereas if you're new to seed beading, or like me, like an easier life, you do,
It doesn't.
It's easier to create that foundation row first in one single pass, and then come back and create the drops, because then you've got somewhere to work onto. You've got that foundation to work into, and you can create really good tension in all of these drops by having somewhere to work into.
Sarah, thank you. Amazing. If you've got any questions, we're live for about another 20 minutes. Where has the show gone?
I don't know. It's
20
disappeared.
minutes. Has it gone quick for you, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone really quick.
Yeah, it has.
It has. We're having a great time. Right, so just to reiterate and recap then, on your screen, the 5 packs of tiller beads is this selection here. So you've got your half tillers in the pale cream, and they measure 5 by 2. Then all your full tillers are all 5 millimeters square. And you've got the dark transparent grey rainbow luster. You've got the matte cream. You have the silk satin crystal, and then you also have the white pearl. 0800 644 655 is the number you need to call. That's a free phone number, and we would absolutely love to hear from you. If you'd like to text in as well within the last 20 minutes. Have we had any texts in, Becky? Anyone suggesting anything Christmassy? No. Bar humbug to the line. No, everybody loves Christmas. Ben, are you a Christmassy person?
I mean, I like the idea of Christmas. But
You like the idea of it?
It never really...
Never lives up to your expectation?
No. I
Oh.
think it's because I'm not a kid anymore.
Because you're not a child anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see I am. At heart. Yeah. I love Christmas. I love it. My favourite dinner in the whole world is Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
I'd have love it. Yeah, but there's something different about having it on Christmas Day when you've got your Christmas carols going, everyone's there. You don't have everyone there on a Sunday roast. No, my nan's not there every Sunday. I've got the Dinkster. But I'm doing Christmas dinner for the first time this year.
Is it your first one ever?
Yeah, I've usually participated in it. We all have taken on a different role. But this year, I've said, you know what, Mother? You have the kids. I'm having an easy life. I'm doing the cooking. And this year, myself and my brother are having a roast potato off. I'm so going to win. But if he puts his roast potatoes in my oven,
That's it.
Too many potatoes in the oven, you can't do it.
No, because it's...
I need a bigger oven.
Or two ovens.
I've got 2 ovens.
Have you?
Well, I've got an oven that's got. It's not on top. They're side by side. So it's like a. No, but it's like one with it's got a slim bit that you never really use.
No.
And then it's got the other bit.
You see, I struggle because I've only got quite a small oven, and it's only got 2 shelves. So I've got to try and get everything in there. So
It's your roast potatoes. They need an oven to themselves, so I might hire one in just to get one up on my brother. I can't do frozen roast potatoes, no. I've perfected the art of the perfect roast potato.
How long do you pre-boil?
I pre-boil till they're almost considered. So if you pick them up off the spoon, they could collapse.
Yeah. Then do you give them a bit of a beating?
If I give them a little bit of a beating, it would just turn into full-on mash.
Oh, okay.
So I give them a... And that's usually enough.
Yeah.
To the point that they have collapsed so much. So the other week when I was perfecting it for the Sunday roast, perfecting for Christmas, didn't tell anyone this is actually, you're on trial for Christmas, scooping it out the pan, almost like a blob of mashed potato in hot oil. Hot oil's already hot, you pour your oil then over them. And I like to do them in sunflower oil. I know everyone says goose fat. Sunflower oil all the way for me.
It's got a different taste, doesn't it? And
Yeah,
you
it
can
tastes
get
like
it
roast
really, really
potatoes.
hot.
Yeah.
You can get it really, really hot with that oil. You know, never be tempted to use olive oil for doing anything like that because you can't get the oil hot enough.
You see, there we go. Which one, sorry, Becky? Okay. These are amazing. Okay, we're going to do loads of deals now. For the next 15 minutes, I've got copper wire, I've got loads of things to bring to you. We're going to do the wire deals and everything. Okay, so these are amazing, double drilled. Are these the ones you're after, Becky? Oh, now this, you're going to get 50. When you're a jet, all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day. When you're a jet, it's from West Side Story, Ben.
It just sounded a bit like... Oh.
They're $1.95.
Oh, I love that.
They're $1.95. My producer Becky would like to give you some advice. You don't have to listen to Lucy, just buy them. They're one. Yeah, you can take my mic out. That's fine. I don't care. $1.95. That's just gorgeous. The bracelet. That's such a unisex look as well, isn't it?
It is, and you could just literally pop maybe one of the silver from this one in between. I'll give you those. Just one in between each of the two drill holes.
Yeah. Oh, it's just sold out. Just sold out. Okay.
Not surprised.
Right, what's your next? Which one? The rose gold coloured. Oh, I can't talk. I don't know what accent that was supposed to be. I'm going to use my bone ultra suede as my backing, as my mat. This is rose gold plated copper wire, 0.4, 100 metres. I love that. I love that. I love that. Your 0.4. Why do you tend to use 0.4 wires?
It's the wire that I would use for rosary linking with my smaller gemstones. I would use it as my wrapping wires, so around my structural wires to create that beautiful detail. I also use it on a gizmo, and then I can pull that out and have it as an open, sort of almost like French wire, but with a little bit more structure to it. So there's lots and lots of things. I also crochet with it. You can knit with it.
It's uber versatile.
You can use it to put your beads on and then kumihimo if you want structure, if you want to add wire structure to your kumihimo, or you can use it on its own if you use 2 strands in each slot to create a beautiful kumihimo weave as well.
I think it's fair to say that you need this in your life.
You do.
100 metres. I'm being asked if I would like a dance party, my microphone to be cut out. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. It's a bit like those weird channels that don't have anybody on, that just sew products. And did you catch Ben's dance move then?
That was purely coincidental.
Ben, come here. For those of you who haven't met Ben before, we've got loads that we need to do, but quick, Ben, come here. Ben, please show everybody your dance.
What, that one? I can't do that
Yeah.
one.
This is Ben, everybody.
Oh, this is low, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good
It's lower than the previous video. Come on, Sarah, have a dance.
Which?
Go back again the other way, Ben.
Oh, it stopped.
And again, please. Where's it gone? Okay, so 100 metres of the rose gold plated colour, rose gold coloured silver plated wire, £12.95 wire for 100 metres, and we're having a bit of a boogie as we go. It's been an absolutely amazing show. We've got 10 minutes now of full on great deals. Oh, I love Ben's dancing. I want to see more. Come on, Ben, just dance. Come on. I love listening to Lucy. It's like having your best friend practicing for karaoke in your house. Yeah? Okay, should we do a different wire? Okay, let's do this one. Ah, this is what I need! When did this come in for? No, stay here and dance.
On camera.
It's fine, the cameras are fine. Okay, no, you're fine, Ben. Look.
It's really strange.
You'll be like, what's he called? The guy who only ever danced in bands.
Oh, was it Bez?
Bez. Yeah, you're like the Bez of Jewellery Maker. 50 metres
Like the
of
best.
1 mil wire. We're going to do a clearance price on this. It's ridiculous. 50 metres is off. For antique bronze wire, 50 metres, 1 mil. So this is all your structure. You can then, this is ridiculous. I remember when we used to do these reels for about £25. £13.95. 50 metres, antique bronze. I've talked about this wire loads recently. It's been ages since we've had this in. It's perfect for making your clasps as well, isn't it?
It is, and antique bronze works with so many different gemstones and gives them that really different feel to using something like your rose gold or your classic gold. And it just changes the look of your jewellery and really softens it and gives it, you know, a little bit of a vintage feel, if you like. And for me, I haven't seen this for ages and I really need this. So please leave me one.
Well, at £13.95, it's fair to say that we are really, really busy on that one. We've got a piece of music here that Kerry, my director, is wanting to play, so we're going to play it. And while we do, can we please do by the dozen? Because this is an amazing, this is 28 gauge, or it's the equivalent of 1.32 millimetres. If you're new to wire work and you want to try out different colours and things, what a great way to give it a go. Can we pump it up in the studio, please, Kerry, because I can't hear anything. Oh. Ooh. Not that then. Okay. QGBN42. You're going to get 12 of them, and it's £11.95. It's going to work out basically as £1 per reel. Fantastic value for money, and a great assortment of colours. What's great about this gauge as well is you're going to get it through your seed beads.
You are. You're definitely going to get it through your seed beads. You get it through your finer gemstones. You get it through your pearls.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a narrower gauge. You know, it's again great for doing all your wrapping and detailed work. For me, this would be great if you're doing your French beaded flowers as well, because you're going to be able to use the green for the leaves, and then your different colours with your floral accents. So the wire is actually going to disappear into the design. You're not going to see any of the wire, which is beautiful.
Amazing. Okay, should we go to another one? Shall we go to? Can we go to the pearl? Oh, this is white coloured copper wire. Ooh. Oh, this is really lovely. It's got a real pearl quality to it. Have a look at this. 100 metres at the 0.4 again. So everything that Sarah was saying just before about the versatility of the 0.4, you've got it in this reel. I love that colour. I've got Alison Tarry on the show tomorrow. I'm sure she could make a snowman with this.
She definitely could, yes.
What that woman can't do with wire ain't worth knowing.
It isn't.
100 metres, the code is ALZR82, and it's £12.95 once again. Can I see the call screens on this one, please, my lovely? This would be quite nice, actually, and quite festive. With, there's loads of you getting this one, well done. With those ready orange seed beads that we had on earlier.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because it's actually going to, you're going to see this wire through those seed beads, because they weren't aligned seed beads, so you're actually going to see that through. Yeah. But also if you're, you know, doing sort of rosary links or you're crocheting or anything like that, to see this wire and have that different colour there is just beautiful. But and for me, when I get wires that are different from the, you know, the mainstay of our wire collections, it is really brilliant to snap them up and get them into your collection.
Now, I do actually have some more seed beads as well that I'd like the opportunity to bring to you. I have got one more reel of wire as well. We had the gold in the 1 mil. That's not 1 mil, is it?
It's That's 1 mil. Yep.
Yeah, it looks thicker than 1 mil there, because that, with these seed beads, oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that gorgeous teal. We're going to do these first. These teal beads, you get 23 grams. They're size 11s. They are transparent dark teal seed bead, size 11s, 23 grams. The whole tube. Look at the colour of those. £2.95. Loads of you getting these at £2.95. Add them to your order. One post and packaging price for all of your purchases. If you're quite tempted and you've already made a purchase today, you know what? We're only live for another 10 minutes. Pop them on the order.
Yeah,
go on, get it done. Oh, we've got loads of you there. Look how busy we are.
Oh, wow.
Goodness me.
That's
You've
amazing.
You've continued to watch this absolute atrocity for the last half an hour of dancing. Are we going to do this gold wire? We're going to do that in a moment. Okay. We have got the most delicious different tones. They all sort of... Yeah, there's two that would probably fall into that category, Becky. I've got... Shall I give you the code of one of them? IWBD70. Okay, cool. These are stunning. They're the violet gold. Nice names. Miyuki come up with lovely names, don't they?
They do.
And again, they're size 11s, 24 grams. Get ready to add these onto your order. The most ridiculous price. £4.95. 24 grams. Gorgeous intensity of colour. And these would work with both of your kits tonight.
They would. So, you know, they're going to work against the Amethyst luster, which was the one that we just had in this kit, beautifully, and they're going to work in the other kit with all the pearls as well. Just absolutely beautiful. And you know, that's the thing I love about seed beads. You just get a different colour into your collection, and you just go, oh, that'll work with this, and this.
Yeah.
And they are so versatile.
It's incredible the sheer volume of different colours that there are within the Miyuki range. So £4.95 on that. In an ideal world, you'd be getting them all. Okay, I've got one here, which is... should we do the wire? Oh, sorry. We're going to do this wire. So this is 100 metres. Is that right? So 50 metres of the 1 mil wire. And this is gold coloured copper wire. This is your absolute... If you haven't got this in your collection... Yeah. You need it in your you need this in your life. You're a jewellery maker. You need this. This is gold-plated copper wire. You need this. You have to have it. Quite frankly, it is an absolute necessity.
It is. For me, you know, make your own clasps. You can make your own findings. You can use this as a structural wire for wrapping. You can use, you know, literally, you can make bars like your own eye pins, but you just put a loop at either end. And because it's a 1 mil wire, if you want to just hammer it, just to keep it, give it a little extra sturdy quality once you've made those shapes, you can actually create a whole neckline from this, just actually making bars with a loop on either end and linking them together. It's just beautiful.
And if you are going to hammer it, if you just do it with a nylon hammer, so because it is a coated wire, you don't want to get a metal hammer on it because it might just start taking the coating off. But if you do it with a nylon hammer, don't know why I had to cut that.
Or if you've got the wire whacker, which is the two plates, that's perfect for it.
Perfect. Where to next, sorry? Maybe it's tourmaline. We've got the tourmaline nuggets. Oh, these are gorgeous. The array of colours is absolutely sensational with the family of tourmaline. You get it in over 100 different colours. And for me, this proves what Linda, my gorgeous little Linda, one of our resident designers, has always said, that gemstone works with gemstone. And this just proves that you can put all colours together. If perhaps you've got a few gemstones kicking around and you're not quite sure what to do with them, put some tourmaline in the mix, and suddenly it's like the magnet of all gemstones. They all work.
They do. And you know, for me, it's one of those ones that it gives you a palette straight away. If you don't know what colours to put next to each other, this gives you that automatic palette. So you've got the greens, the pinks, you've got the sort of tangerine tones running through there. You've got all sorts of different tones. You've got the moss tones as well running through that strand, and literally you can then pull in one single colour from there. So maybe you'd be looking at picking out the pinks in there, for instance, and you may be wanting to think, I want to put some detail in there, and you've just got the seed beads. the ones that we just did, the 11-0s, and you just want to pick those pinks out because that's going to do that for you off that strand. Or if you maybe just got other pink gemstones at home, you think, actually, you know what, they're going to work beautifully with those sort of sage tones that are running through there as well.
And it's only $4.95.
Oh my goodness.
It's completely natural, organic, genuine gemstone from Brazil. It's bonkers. This is bonkers. It's a great reason to watch at this time of night because you get bonkers deals just as we're closing up. $4.95 on that one, TKKY29. Stunning depth of colour on those. I've got lots of you adding that onto your order. Congratulations. We're going to squeeze in another deal. Okay, let's go with NBB D57. I adore this strand, this tube rather, strand. This is the green iris. Look at the colours of this. It's going to go with so many of the items that we've featured in today's show. Look at those.
I love these.
Can you imagine those with peacock pearls?
Oh yes. Or the black pearls we had in, or the pearls we had in the first kit. I mean, they do go with so many different palettes. You can put this with amethyst, you can put it with peridot very easily.
Yeah.
And you know, for me, seed beads only give me a different way to be able to use my gemstones. They don't stop me from using my gemstones, they just allow me to do things in a different way. I can create extra detail and intricacy that I wouldn't be able to do with gemstones because I maybe couldn't get my needle through, or I couldn't layer up the designs the way I can with seed beads.
Yeah, definitely. They're stunning. Absolutely stunning. $6.95 for the whole tube. They're size 11s, they're 22 grams, and these are the metallic dark green iris seed beads, size 11s. Check out your baskets with those. Can I squeeze in one more? I'm wondering if you know which ones they are though. They're like the dark mulberry colour. And are they gold lined? Silver lined? Gold lined? Silver lined? Yeah. They are stunning. A really rich mulberry tone. It's like slow gin. Miyuki extra dark smoked topaz seed beads. Do you like slow gin?
I don't do gin.
I don't do gin.
No.
We're not cool. Gin's the cool thing to drink. Isn't it? It's the $3.95. We're leaving you with an absolute bargain on your screen. CSBD83. Well, that concludes the show in our new studio. We hope you have enjoyed the first late show. I'm going to be back with you tomorrow afternoon with Alison Tarry. I'm very excited. When are you back on our screens?
I'm back on Monday for a mid-show.
Monday on the Mid with Sara Elvin. So don't go anywhere if you're wanting to continue to add on to your order, because we now have repeats at the daytime show if you didn't get the chance to see it earlier on, because you can add to your order until midnight for only at one post and packaging price. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, it's been amazing to have your company. If you do want to send your suggestions to me for items that you'd like to see in 2018, I would be more than happy to pass them on to the relevant people and insist we get them to Lucy Nicholls, NICHOLLS presenter. Thank you to Ben, thank you to Kerry, thank you to Becky, thank you to Sam, thank you to Sarah, thank you from me. We'll see you very soon. Bye for now.
Now, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can